Onalaska High School Winter Athletics on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Pate, nice dish. Slung it to Como. Como breaks around the defense. Como one-on-one shot. He scores! Colin Como, and a great shift for Peyton Jones, who will pick up an assist there. They beat Bear. Ahead for Gillette. Here comes Noah. He looks towards center. He'll rip that one down. He scores! What a nice little head fake. And just inside the right circle, he throws it.
Tonight, the Onalaska Lacrosse Boys Hockey Co-op host the Aquinas-Holman Avalanche Hockey Co-op in an MVC tilt. Onalaska High School Winter Athletics on CRSN. Brought to you courtesy of these great local businesses. Kurt Paff State Farm Insurance Agency of Onalaska. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Center. Natural, gentle, and effective care. Big Al's Pizza, downtown La Crosse. Quality and tradition since 1979. Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, La Crosse's leader in waste management solutions. Every Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving the La Crosse area since 1969. The Crow, burgers, bourbon, beer. Noble Insurance Service, building strong relationships to secure your future. Also by Howie's, La Crosse's hometown hangout. Waste management, always working for a sustainable tomorrow. Angelini's Pizzeria and Ristorante. You're invited to taste the difference. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life. CT Lawn Care and Snow Removal, a cut above the rest. Slumberland Furniture, design your way at Slumberland Furniture. Gino's Chicago Beef and Hot Dogs, Chicago food with attitude. Coulee Bank, bank with confidence at Coulee Bank. Coulee Golf Bowl Bar and Grill, the #1 recreational facility in Onalaska. And by Maury's Volkswagen Audi of La Crosse, moving life forward. Now, here with the call from the Onalaska Omni Center, the voice of hockey in the Coulee region, Rick Franke and Tim Ebner.
Good evening and welcome to high school hockey here on the Coulee Region Sports Network. Rick Franke alongside Tim Ebner up in our perch here at the Omni Center in Onalaska, Wisconsin, as we get set for a great rivalry game. Maybe it's not so much about how competitive it's been over the years, but it is a rivalry game specifically because these are two guys, or two teams, I should say, that had the combination of players playing together in youth hockey and Tornado youth hockey. Many of these guys played as teammates. Now they come in against each other, and it's always bragging rights. It's a special matchup between the Avalanche and the Hilltoppers, Tim.
Yeah, I mean, it's always been that way. It's been that way for years and years. I mean, it goes way, way back, and it's just a matter of they practice in the same building. You know, they grow up playing on the same team. They get to high school and they have to separate, and then that's where, you know, you get some pride involved in it, and each team wants to win, and no matter what, who's ranked higher or is perceived better, you usually get a pretty good game.
The Avalanche have just 3 wins against the Hilltoppers in all-time history. I believe the Avalanche started the co-op in, is it 2002?
I cannot remember that.
I think
date.
Timmy Markren was the first head coach.
He was one of them, yep. And you know, they practiced late at night. They had some things. They had to work into it. And you know, it's like, once again, the wins and losses, but they've been competitive games.
There's been some great ones. You were behind the bench for many of those great ones. And there were a couple years where the series was flipped. Each team won one. In 12-13, it was a 2-1 win for the Avalanche. Ryan Weber, a game-winning goal. Brady Welvert stopped 24 shots out of 25. And Gabe Flood in the second game, he scores 2 goals, won the game winner. Joe Witt stopping 33 of 34. You remember that one well, I'm sure. I
remember both those games extremely well. Yes, I do. We all do. You know what? And there's a friendly rivalry between the coaches as well for all those years. You know, Tim Franzini was coaching, and you know,
he coached both teams.
He's coached both teams. Onalaska multiple times, but you know. So we had our rivalry too with Tim and I growing up in lacrosse organization and things like that. And we played on a few teams over the years together. Not many, but a few. He's a few years older than I am, but you know. So there was always a rivalry everywhere, every season, and it just didn't matter. The games, you knew you were going to get a competitive, hard-fought game.
2017-18, it was the last time the Avalanche beat the Hilltoppers. It was a 3-2 win. Charlie LaPlante with a power play goal, a game-winning goal. Ben King stops 22 of 24. And then the next game, it's the Hilltoppers 4-3 winners. Mason Manglitz from Carter Staub with the game winner. Hayes Weiner stops 18 of 21. So that was the last time. It's been 9 straight for the Hilltoppers, outscoring the Avalanche 66-10. The series since 2010, 26-2 are the Hilltoppers against the Avalanche.
Yeah, but one thing that I can say is that the Avalanche are, they're getting better. They're a good team. They got a lot of young guys. The Bantams that they have coming up have been productive and have played well for them this year. So you look for them to continue to improve over the next few years, as does Onalaska. You're looking for improvement from game to game. They haven't won a game yet this year, but they're getting better. They have a new staff. It takes time to implement what you're going to try to do as a new staff and get the kids to buy in. So I would continue to see them improve throughout the year and as the year goes on like that.
Speaking of the new staff, Nick Podrick in the Coaches Show coming up in the Amy Lawrence, Gerard Heschler Real Estate pregame show. That's next here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Imagine if you could feel better and live healthier without drugs or surgery. What if we told you that at Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we can help you turn that thought into a reality for you and your family with safe, gentle, and effective chiropractic care? At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we focus on treating the whole person at one of our multiple locations, located in Southwest Wisconsin. We are a team of family-oriented chiropractors who offer our patients quality care as it relates to nutrition and weight loss, exercise, and living a healthy lifestyle. From newborns to seniors and everyone in between, all of our patients can experience the benefits of chiropractic care. Whether you're visiting us because you want to feel better, get out of pain, or even lose weight, we want you to know that you've come to the right place on your journey to wellness. Through tailored and specific care plans, we'll create the best treatment for your unique needs. And we don't stop there. We'll listen to your concerns and make you a partner in your care. At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we don't just get you well, we'll help you stay well too. Discover the Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Center's difference.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
With the oak and the eagle as witness. Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Call State Farm agent Kurt Paff in Onalaska at 608-783-1130.
At Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling, we've been serving the Coulee region for over 35 years, so we know what it takes to meet all your waste and recycling needs. Whether it's picking up the recycling at your local business or taking out the trash at home, we've got you covered. At Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling, we're at your disposal.
Every time I go to Angelini's Pizzeria and Restaurante in Onalaska, I have a problem deciding on which menu items to order because they're all so amazing. I mean, how does one choose between Chicago stuffed pizza with that tangy tomato sauce and luscious cheese, or a deep dish pan pizza packed with flavor, or Angelini's thin crust pizza with that magical crunch, lasagna, risotto di pesce, lobster linguine, calamari? Man, this is tough. Hey, at least I know I'll finish the meal with cannolis. Angelini's Pizzeria and Restaurante on Highway 35 in Onalaska. You're invited to taste the difference.
It's raining again. You're trying to sleep upstairs, but you're thinking about what's going on down here. How is your sump pump doing? Is it still running? What will you find in the basement? At Every Plumbing, we want you to sleep with confidence during the heaviest of rains. Our double sump pump with controller system will give you that confidence. It minimizes wear and tear on pumps, and if one fails, there's always a backup. Call Every Plumbing today for a free estimate.
Are you seeking a driftless area agent who will sell your home for top dollar? Look to Amy Lorenz. As the owner of Refined Home LLC, a professional home staging company, Amy is the expert in home staging. With an eye for detail, she will present your home at its best for home viewings and photos. Amy is also skilled at helping buyers see potential in homes. Having worked with Gerard Heschler for over 10 years, she uses her knowledge and expertise to get your home sold quickly for top dollar. Contact Amy today to view homes or to schedule your free home selling consultation. Amy Lorenz, Gerard Heschler, your premier real estate agent. Welcome to the Amy Lorenz, Gerard Heschler Real Estate pregame show on the Cooley Region Sports Network. Now, here with the Coaches Show, Rick Frankie and boys hockey head coach Mick Podruck.
Welcome to the Amy Lorenz, Gerard Heschler Real Estate pregame show. My name is Rick Frankie. I'm your host. Going to be joined for the first time by the new head coach of the Onalaska Lacrosse Co-op Hilltoppers, Mick Podruck. Coach, thanks so much for making time for us. So looking forward to getting to know more about you as a coach. And I know that a lot of the players and the family members and such have met with you, and they know your hockey philosophy and where you come from. But for the fans that don't know about Mick, can you tell us a little bit about your background?
Yeah, so I've been coaching since I was 18 years old, primarily at the youth hockey level. I've done some other stuff at AAA, as well as helped out at the high school levels, mainly with goalies. The last 10 years or so have been spent at the Bantam A level in Eau Claire, and we've had some pretty good teams over those years. Some kids have now gone on to play college and higher levels, and we've won a couple state championships. And then I actually had a friend of mine let me know that Onalaska had a job opening, and I decided to apply for it, just for a change of pace and try coaching at a higher level.
And so your biggest differences from where you were coaching before to coaching a high school level program, one with a pretty storied history. This is a team that's had success for quite a few years, and I know you come in and you gotta sort of fit the mold with players that have played with other players here in this area for a while. What was the first things that you kind of had to get into to come in as a head coach at this level?
Well, I think, one of the toughest parts is there's a lot more administrative work when it comes to high school hockey versus youth hockey. Luckily you have a youth hockey board that takes care of a lot of that stuff. But at the high school level, a lot of that onus is put on the coach and the athletic director. The first thing I noticed, though, is the great community support that there is for this program and this team. I mean, the Booster Club provided a ton of ice time this summer, which was excellent because it allowed me to get to know the players and the players to get to know me. And like I said, great support from athletic director, other coaches in the area like Tim Ebner and Franzini. In the program itself, you speak to it. It's a great program with obviously a decorated history, and that's a lot of pressure to take over. But that's part of the reason why I want to come down here. It's a challenge, and it's a good challenge, and we're looking forward to continuing.
That's great. And obviously you have assistants, and in this case, CJ Lass is one of the top players in this program's history. I mean, a class act all the way, and he's in helping, and I mean he's got a key part to your success, I would think.
Oh my gosh, I don't know what I'd do without him this year. He's great. He's taught me so much about the traditions of the program. He knows the community very well. Obviously, like you said, he's respected in this community, even at the young age of 19 years old. And so I have leveraged him at every moment this season to help in those areas. On the ice, he's great. He's involved. He's high energy. Loves to teach. Loves working with kids one-on-one, and it's excellent. I mean, to have someone at 19 years old with such wonderful passion for this game and this program. That's a real rarity and a real gift for the Hilltoppers.
Absolutely. He is one of the best penalty killers too, by the way, that's ever been in the program.
That's one of his roles. That's one of his primary roles is to help with penalty kills. So
let's talk a little bit about the first 4 games of the season. Obviously, you guys started out with a couple of games on the road, a couple of tough opponents, Sauk Prairie and RWD. I mean, those are programs that have been rising up here the last few years, and obviously a tough challenge to start with. Plus,
you guys kind of got into a little adversity, with injuries and COVID and a bunch of other things, kind of to jump a couple of hurdles to start the season. Talk a little bit about your first 4 games.
Yeah, we made a couple of changes to the schedule when I stepped in, just to try to make the schedule more difficult. We got good players on this team, and they need to be challenged. And we started off the season with RWD and Sauk Prairie, who plan to contend really for a state championship berth. These are 2 schools that you talk to their coaches and their players, they think they can beat the favorites, which are Edgewood and Verona out of this sectional. And we're right there with them. And I think, with a full squad, we probably beat them, so in terms of the adversity, look, every team's going to face adversity this year. I mean, right now, I think half the games in the NHL are postponed because of COVID. It's just the world we live in today, and we have to battle through it. Thank God CJ didn't get hit with it like I did, so we were able to at least continue to practice. But as I told the players, last night, are we going to let adversity define our season, or are we going to use it to help build character, and struggle through and start to make some progress? And our schedule doesn't get any easier. Right now, every game is a challenge. There's no easy games, and we have to look at it that way. And we've approached other coaches in the area to find ways to help motivate the team and make sure we're staying on track. And start finding small successes that can build into a more longer term result.
Right. You guys have been in every game. Obviously, the one yesterday against New Richmond kind of got away in the 3rd period. I think you had an injury to Colin Como, and looked like there were some penalties being called there in the 3rd. But a tight game with a good New Richmond team that could have obviously been yours had a couple of things not happen. Closing out games in the 3rd period has been a tough thing so far.
Yeah, I mean, and that I think a lot of it comes down to numbers. I mean, we look at our D-core for that game, and we were down to 4D. At times, we were down to 3D because one of our defense was in the penalty box. We had a forward step back and play some D for us in the 3rd. A couple of our defensemen, they play JV as well. So they're coming off 2 or 3 periods, and now once they get into the 2nd period of varsity, they're getting kind of gassed. And so that's where that numbers roll. It hurts us. I mean, CJ and I actually calculated on the bus on the way back. I think we were down in the 3rd period just alone. We were down 10 players out of our program. So that's tough. That's a struggle. But we're having players step up too. I thought last night that Aiden Myrie had a really huge step forward. Played very well in that game. We got Jack Tillman as a freshman that he hasn't played a lot of D recently. And here he is as a freshman playing heavy minutes at varsity level. And then obviously Quinn is eating up a ton of time as kind of our stable defenseman back there and our captain, our leaders. So,
well, you mentioned the Tillmans, and that kind of leads me to the next section of the show here. And that's youth hockey and the Tillmans and the Avalanche and a lot of those players that just recently competed with a Bantam team that had a lot of success. And so this Avalanche Hilltopper battle, which is twice a season, it got moved to Monday, is a huge thing for these guys because they all kind of, they played together as Tornado Youth, and you with a youth hockey background. This game is big. How do you approach it as a coach?
I think we're going to step in and we're going to pick out some goals, some short-term goals, immediate success, in the first period, and see if we can achieve those. I think that's how we have to focus on us right now, and finding those little successes to get our program back on track. And so I think that's what we're going to look for first, is what can we do immediately in that first period? What small things can we do to help find some success, and then allow that to build into hopefully a really solid game all the way through first through third.
Now, Coach, we've got Quinn Anderson with us, number 15, senior captain, and Quinn, you Coach already said it. You've had to really step up and play a lot of minutes, and you're a key part of this program without any question. Obviously, that has a lot to do with why you're wearing a C on your sweater. It's a proud tradition in Onalaska, and you've had a lot of guys that have wore it before you that went on to big things at the next level even, and playing junior hockey and such. What did it mean to you to be named captain, and what do you think it takes to be a good captain?
Being named captain was just
it was a great honor. I know a lot of the people before me, CJ Lass, Hudson Weber, Jordan, Tommy, they all displayed what it was like to be a captain. And I've grown up playing with them. And so being named captain after them, just, it led me to be a lot like them. And I think it put a lot of responsibility onto me, knowing that I have to lead a lot of the guys on our team and show them what is right and what is wrong throughout the season.
When guys get a little down, if you guys have a lead and you lose a lead or whatever, and maybe if you see some guys with their heads down on the bench and stuff, do you talk to them? Do you try to prop them up? I mean, is that your thing, or do you lead in a different way?
Yeah, we try to. Colin and I, with Tyler being out for the year, Colin and I really try to help motivate those that are down and those that are not in the right mindset. Try to explain what we need to do better and what we can't be doing on the ice, and just help out anyone that needs help, especially those that are just starting off in the program.
We talked a little bit about some of the players from the past that wore the C, but obviously, you being a hockey player, a lot of times you try to emulate your favorite pro player. Do you have a guy maybe on defense or even a forward that is kind of your style, the guy you want to play like?
Well, I grew up watching the Minnesota Wild, so I would have to say Ryan Suter for sure.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
It's a real good one right there. No question about it. How about hockey at the next level? Is that something you're thinking about, or is it just on to school? Have you looked at some schools? What's next after you're done? Maybe winning a state championship here with the Hilltoppers before it's all said and done.
Hopefully. Next year I plan on working as an electrician in the youth apprentice, or not a youth apprenticeship, in the apprenticeship program. I'm working as an electrician with Kitchen Sons.
Excellent.
So yeah.
Good for you. I think that's fantastic. And did you know this was your plan for a while?
It's been between that and Iowa State for the last few months now. So.
Okay, fantastic. Well, I give you a lot of credit. That's a great program to get into, and we need a lot more electricians out there. So fantastic choice, and best of luck with that. Quinn, I thank you so much for being a part of the coaches show here. Any shout outs you want to do here before we get back to coach to wrap things up?
I'd like to shout out most likely to my parents for bringing me out and allowing me to play hockey all these years, and then Coach Podruk for naming me captain. It means a lot, and I know he expects a lot from me. So
awesome. Thank you so much, Quinn. Coach, few final words here. Obviously this is a big game here tonight against the Avalanche, and I know this team's looking for its first win, and they'd love to do it against an arch rival. Any final words before we wrap things up?
No, it's just, things will improve. It'll happen, hopefully sooner than later, but we're taking all the necessary actions to get the program running. We know what this program's capable of. We know what our players are capable of, and we are going to hit potential in this season.
Well said, and I can't wait. That's going to be fantastic. We've got face-off next, the Avalanche Hockey Co-op and the Hilltopper Hockey Co-op, boys hockey here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Noble Insurance Service, building strong relationships to secure your future. Whether you need homeowners insurance, auto insurance, life insurance, or commercial insurance, we work with a variety of companies. That ensures you get the protection you need. At Noble Insurance, we're committed to creating a partnership so that as your needs change, your coverage keeps pace. Call Noble Insurance Service and let's create a plan personalized just for you and your needs.
Coulee Golf Bowl is the #1 recreation facility in Onalaska, but it's also a perfect place to watch the big game or stop in after a hard day's work to unwind with great food and drinks. Cooley Golf Bowl has you covered with an extensive menu, including great choices from apps to entrees and mouth-watering daily specials like burgers, tacos, prime rib, tenderloin tips, shrimp, fish, and roasted chicken are just a few of the daily specials. Cooley Golf Bowl Sports Bar and Grill. Visit them online at CooleyGB.com and sign up for their e-club to get special offers and promotions.
Do you feel the need to be free? Totally free checking, that is. Cooley Bank can satisfy that need. His free, her free, your free. Free means something different to everyone. Totally free means Cooley Bank has you covered. Free debit card, free online banking, free bill pay, free mobile banking, free e-statements, free interest checking, and a free gift when you open your account. Do you feel the need to be free? Totally free? Go to any Cooley Bank branch or CooleyBank.net for more information. Cooley Bank, member FDIC.
When you start craving the great taste of Chicago-style Italian beef, sausage, Vienna beef hot dogs, or off-the-spit gyros, or the new Italian sub sandwich packed with imported Italian lunch meat and provolone, it's time for you and 2-3 of your friends to hop in your ride and fill that crave with great Chicago food with attitude. Gino's Chicago Beef and Hot Dogs in Onalaska. You can also have Gino's delivered right to you through the Eat Street app and grab it. Gino's Chicago Beef and Hot Dogs. The real taste of Chicago.
Fall and winter are fast approaching, and CT Lawn Care and Snow Removal suggests you leave that fall cleanup and snow removal to them. CT Lawn Care and Snow Removal can provide all the services you need to make your neighbors green with lawn envy. Mowing, trimming, edging, landscaping, gutter cleaning, and they even work with Grace's pet waste removal to be your complete lawn cleanup solution. Go to CT Lawn Care and Snow Removal on Facebook to get a free quote for your fall cleanup and snow removal needs, or give them a call at 608-792-2874. CT Lawn Care and Snow Removal, a cut above the rest.
Maury's Volkswagen La Crosse is committed to enhancing both your buying and ownership experience. Your place where happiness matters in the Cooley region.
Our 2021 Volkswagen inventory includes the economical Jetta, the reliable Passat, the very popular Tiguan, the family-friendly Atlas, and the red-hot Atlas Crossport.
On top of Maury's Buy Happy promises, your new Volkswagen comes with a 4-year 50,000-mile warranty, a 5-year no-cost car net, and a 2-year no-cost maintenance.
Visit us at Maury's Volkswagen La Crosse.
We are always working for a sustainable tomorrow. That's our promise. A promise doesn't change when things get tough. These are unprecedented times, and that promise of who we are and what we stand for can be seen on the faces of our 45,000 teammates. We could not be prouder of them as they continue to be there for our customers, for our communities, and for each other, today and tomorrow.
At Ultra, we believe in financial health and that good habits start early. Learning how to save and spend responsibly can make a big difference in a child's life and yours. Give your child the independence they want with Ultra's Live Your Life Spend account. It's a free account designed for money-savvy teens and young adults with all the extra features you'll love. No minimum balance and no monthly fees, free online and mobile banking, plus cashback debit card rewards. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
Minutes away from dropping the puck here at the Omni Center. Rick Frankie, Tim Ebner with you for the call of tonight's game. Officials getting the net set. The teams will be skating on here. We'll have introductions and anthem, and then we'll drop the puck a little bit later start than normal. The Avalanche are the home team here. Of course, Aquinas-Holman, GET, Onalaska Luther, Cooley Christian, and Cochrane Fountain City. Those are the schools represented in the co-op for the Avalanche. For the Hilltoppers, it's Onalaska, La Crosse Central, La Crosse Logan. And that is it. It's the La Crosse Onalaska Co-op. As you see the Hilltoppers in their road jerseys, it's one of those rare occasions where they wear the darks here at the Omni Center. You guys might have switched unis a couple times just because you liked the way they look, Tim. I think I recall a couple times you did that.
Well, we might have went back to throwback night one time too, I think, where we used some of our older jerseys. You do whatever you've got to do to make it exciting and fun.
The Avalanche in their home whites. I was going to try to get your lines here. I'll do them as best I can with the lighting that I do have for the Avalanche before the intros start here. They will go with Keaton Bresky in net. Forward line number 1, Calvin Gilbertson will be centering Brennan Dirks and Xander Scrady. It'll be Casey Kane centering Christian McConaughey, and it'll be Ethan Meyer and Joey Zimmerman switching in at right wing. Third line centered by Jeremiah Whitted. It would be Brant Hunt on left wing and Jewel Jackson on the right side. Will get you the defensive pairings and the Hilltoppers. But right now it's our public address.
A friendly reminder to all parents, coaches, and fans, in accordance with WIAA hockey regulations, the Omni Center has a zero tolerance policy. We ask that you exhibit good sportsmanship toward the officials and each other, and that you cheer these skaters on in a very positive, respectful, and encouraging way. And now the starting lineup for the Hilltoppers. In goal, number 1, Noah Clement. On defense, number 3, Gus Weiner. On defense, number 7, Sebastian Smith. At forward, number 6, Thomas Bryant. At forward, number 14, Noah Gillette. And forward, number 21, Carter Hayes. And the rest of the Hilltoppers. All right, now let's hear it for your Avalanche. In goal, number 31, Keaton Bresky. On defense, number 4, Tanner Bass. On defense, number 11, Nicholas Meyer. And for number 13, Calvin Gilbertson. Also for number 21, Xander Strady. And for number 24, Brendan Dirks. And the rest of the Avalanche varsity hockey team. Please rise and move your hats as we honor America playing the national anthem.
All right, we're closer to dropping the puck. Let's get you the rest of those pairings. The defensive pairings, Tanner Bass with Ian Bass, and Nick Meyer will also rotate with Ian Bass. The second defensive line, Joe Baranowski and Eli Grimslid. That's the Avalanche. Now for the Hilltoppers. Line number 1, Noah Gillette centering Thomas Bryant on left wing, Carter Hayes on the right side. It'll be Peyton Jones centering Alec Browning and Gavin Schuster. And then Matt Tillman will center Will Schifolius on the left side, Maverick Ducharme on the right. Also aligned, the fourth line may see some action. Lenzer, Alvarado, and Meyer. Defensive pairings, Quinn Anderson, team captain, with Jack Tillman. It'll be Gus Weiner with Cy Smith, and Aiden Myrie will rotate with one of the other defenders from time to time. That's how it looks. Head coach for the Hilltoppers, Mick Podrick, looking for his first win. Assistant coach C.J. Lass. Charlie Marshall has been there for a while now, looking for a win. He's got 2 of them this season. 2 and 6 are the Avalanche, and his assistants, John Morchauser, Dalton Lee, Ben Horszewski, and of course you got one big guy named Jerry Rank, otherwise known as the Bear. What else? He's got about 3 or 4 other nicknames.
Yeah, he's got a bunch.
All right.
Great hockey mind, though.
Here we go. We're underway. Avalanche win the opening draw. It'll be sent on in as Tanner Bass rings it off the end wall, and the net comes crashing off behind Noah Clement. So that's how things start here at the Omni Center, Tim.
Yeah, you're going to see a lot of dump and chase tonight, I think, probably out of both teams, trying to get pucks in deep to just try to put some pressure early on the goaltenders and the defensemen.
So our draw inside the Hilltopper end. And And it is the Avalanche with a quick win of the faceoff, but the shot went wide and cleared into the neutral zone. Tanner Bass is back. That is intercepted and knocked across the blue line by the Hilltoppers. Shoveled down low there as it's sent on in by Onalaska. They try to hold it at the right point, but the Avalanche break it loose. Chance for a 2-on-1. Scrady thought he was offside, so he pulled up at the line. Shot goes up over the net, taken there by Gilbertson. Gilbertson's a guy to watch on this team. He's had success this season. 4 goals, 6 assists, 10 points, team leader in points. That's a shot from deep that goes just wide. Second one blocked in front by the defense. Gus Weiner was there, and the net comes off again as Clement's flopping on the dock as we're just about a minute into the first period. We're scoreless. The Avalanche have had the edge to start things out, Tim.
A little bit more energy to start out, and Hilltoppers are going to have to clear up. They cannot continue to give up odd man rushes throughout this game. They gave up one early, and hopefully they can fix that between now and the end of the game. I mean, because you just can't give those odd man rushes up.
Nice touch off the wall. Here comes Peyton Jones, right around one defender. Jones will chase the puck to the end wall, and he'll pick it back up from the left circle. Quick turnaround. It's blocked in front. Loose puck's in the in front. That one's a forehand shot saved there by Bresky, and the puck pops back behind the net. So the Hilltoppers getting some pressure there on that line. Race back into the Hilltopper defensive zone. The Avalanche had the initial pressure, and they have the puck again. They rip that one wide. Comes off the stick of Casey Kane. Intercept in the corner by Quinn Anderson. And Jeff Ross on camera tonight. Glad to have Jeff as always. That's stolen by the Avalanche, then stolen back by the Hilltoppers and picked up again by the Avs as Ethan Meyer throws it back down and around. Puck comes to the far wall where the Hilltoppers gain control. Adam Myrie with the puck. Cross-ice pass and a line change taken. Taken in by the Avalanche. From the far circle, shot saved by Clement. Rebound, kick to the near circle. And the Avalanche couldn't quite get a solid rebound shot. Quinn Anderson picks it up. Hope you enjoyed the interview with Quinn. He was our guest in the coach's show. As it's taken up on the move here. Will Shafolius with a shot on net. Bresky catches it in the breadbasket. And a save made there. Face-off will stay down the Avs' end. 14:47 to play first period. Shots 3-2 in favor of the Hilltoppers. They win the draw. Flip back, left point, shot blocked. That was Cy Smith. And back into the zone they come. Jack Tillman to Shafolius. The senior tries to get out of the zone, can't. Held in here by the Avalanche. Shot blocked. As Brennan Dirks using the body. Picked up here by the Hilltoppers. They try to clear, can't. Once again, the Avalanche causing havoc. Dirks rolling around at the near circle. Cy Smith tries to clear up the wall. He'll get it just past the stick of Tanner Bass and all the way down, but that will be icing. Your take on action so far, Tim?
Well, it looks like both teams are going to want to try to play a little bit physical, probably more physical contact than I've seen in the 2 games we've done prior to this. Also the turnover thing again. It's just Avalanche putting good pressure on the Hilltoppers' wings coming out of the zone, and they just keep turning it over. Going to have to find a way to fix that and get that puck out of the zone.
Here come the Hilltoppers, 3-on-2 into the zone. Noah Gillette tries to split the defense, then dropped it off right side. And then Carter Hayes sent it back behind the net. Picked up on the other side. That's going to be disrupted back there. And a centering pass, one-timer, and the save made as Noah Gillette had a chance on a nice centering dish. Bresky with a nice stop. Here's Gus Weiner to Gillette, and he tapped it right into Bresky, who gets down on top of it, making the save. Nice sequence there by the Hilltoppers.
Yeah, Gillette does a real nice job of recognizing the situation and just kind of slides to the back door, gives himself a pretty good opportunity, just wasn't able to finish it.
They have Thomas Bryant wearing 6 instead of 10, huh?
Yes.
They changed that up they should change that on the online roster. That's my advice. Makes it easier for the broadcast.
May have forgot his jersey or something tonight. May have just been an accident for the night. Who knows?
Tanner Bass sent it up the left wing wall. And here's Gus Weiner trying to pick it up off the right wing boards. He'll send the puck softly in, race into the zone. First back was Nick Meyer. Bass to Dirks. Dirks passed it to Gilbertson. Loose puck sitting with no stick in the slot. Hilltoppers not able to do anything there. That was Gavin Schuster, and he picks up his loose stick at the blue line. And we've
he's
got
headed to the box.
a high stick or a hook.
It's a hook. More than likely, it's a hook.
And it is a hook.
Something the Hilltoppers definitely don't want to do is get a bunch of penalties tonight. They want to stay out of the box, keep it 5-on-5, which is going to give them the best chance to win the game.
Penalty kill's been brutal at 36.4% effective. Power play at 20% for the Avalanche. And we're just underway in their first power play of the contest. 13:07 left in the first period. No score. Shots 5-2 Hilltoppers. Out of the corner, they try to set up the play. That's worked to the front by Gilbertson, stolen by the Hilltoppers, and Noah Gillette flip dumps it down. Got a great crowd here tonight. We'll show you the fan cam when we get an opportunity. Clearing attempt there was knocked, but then sent ahead by Casey Kane. Bouncing puck, neutral zone. Picked up here again by the Avalanche. Kane takes it in around two defenders. Gillette will bump him into the wall. Now fed back behind the net where it's picked up by the Hilltoppers. Jack Tillman stretches it to the neutral zone, right onto an Avalanche stick.
Just got to use the wall there. If he uses the boards, it's all the way down the end of the ice, and they're not in this situation here.
Joe Baranowski sent the puck in. Now the Hilltoppers try to go back the other way. Contact there, knocking down Bryant. Puck into the corner. Now Bryant surveys the ice, throws it into the neutral zone. Just two defenders back for the Avalanche. They play patty cake at the blue line. Now they'll work it up. Baranowski off the left wing wall. Gus Weiner chases to the corner. He'll dump it all the way down. Got 30 seconds left on the kill for the Hilltoppers. And up the right side, Dirks. Now it's McConaughey. He sent it back behind the net. Cy Smith trying to dig it off. Reaching back just past the stick of Baranowski. The rangy defender throws it near side to Tanner Bass. Makes a move and coughs it up, and Gus Weiner sends it all the way down. That'll take care of the Avalanche power play. Bass with a stretch right wing. Bounces off a couple. Now it's Dirks picking it up. Dirks makes a move towards the high slot. Shot that one. Not sure if it grazed the pads of Clement or not. Up ice comes Peyton Jones. Jones throws it to the slot. Here's a chance. A shot up high. Schuster had a golden opportunity there with a nice feed. And a whistle as Schuster shoots it after. And let's see here. I don't think they're checking the net.
My guess is it's too many men on the Avalanche.
It is, because they're going to send Dirks off to the box. And this time it'll be the Hilltoppers going to the power play. Their power play this season at 20%. The penalty kill for the Avalanche at 81.2% effective. 10:49 left in the period.
Hate to question it, but if it's too many men, you don't have to put Dirks in, who's one of your captain and one of your better players.
If that was what the penalty was. Interference was the call.
Okay, now it makes sense.
All right, Hilltoppers behind their net. Scrady trying to cause some havoc here on the penalty kill, and he's doing a good job of it. Here's Peyton Jones, stretch pass. Gets it up to Schuster. Schuster just couldn't get going fast enough, and Tanner Bass throws it back into the neutral zone. Peyton Jones. Send it to Myrie. Sent ahead there by Quinn Anderson, and Hilltoppers having trouble on this power play. Aiden Myrie to Peyton Jones. Pass was tipped. Couldn't connect with Bryant. Myrie ahead to Hayes. Hayes just tips off Bryant's stick. Thomas Bryant's. Of course, the Bryant tradition. Lots of hockey players out of that family. Kevin and Will. The forwards anyway. You got a goaltender in the family too. Here's a stuff attempt here, and still no whistle, and they throw it in after the whistle, but Bresky didn't really have the puck completely pinned. And
no, the ref was he was way below the goal line, didn't need to quite be that low, and a lost sight of the puck. It definitely wasn't covered. It was sitting right on the goaltender's pad.
So 9:26 left here in the period. Shots are 6-3 Hilltoppers. Got 38 seconds left on the penalty kill for the Avalanche here. Glad you're with us on the Coulee Region Sports Network. Held up by Cy Smith. Off the board, shot that one wide, rides the rail to the near boards, and then knocked into the neutral zone. Smith with a buck. Flipped it over to Jack Tillman. Tillman feeds Noah Gillette. Gillette streaks into the zone, splits two defenders, backhand towards the front, looking for the one-timer on the other side for Shafolius. And the Avalanche will clear. That'll take care of the Hilltopper power play. Our thanks to Kurt Paff, State Farm Insurance Agency of Onalaska. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Puck in the neutral zone. They try to work it ahead off the stick of Jack Tillman. Trouble for the Hilltoppers as they're backed up again. Nick Meyer threw it back down. Now he'll get back on defense. And Tanner Bass chases it to the neutral zone, dumps it right back in. Scoreless here in the first period if you're just joining us. Hilltoppers take it off the wall. Ducharme sent it left wing. Here's Shafolius. Makes a move. Tries to cut through the defender's pass. Takes it away. Here comes Tanner Bass up ice. He'll take it coast to coast. Drops it off left wing. Gilbertson. Gilbertson shoveled it back to Tanner Bass. Broken up by the Hilltoppers, but the Avalanche get it back on a stick, and back and forth they go until it's finally knocked into the neutral zone. And it'll be Baranowski. Baranowski off the near corner board. Rides slowly along the end wall. Gus Weiner there. D-to-D pass misses its target. Myrie chases, but doesn't get there. Here's the Avs with a chance from behind the net. It's stuffed right along the side there, and Clement had the post pinned, and it wasn't going to get through him. We'll have a face-off down the Hilltopper end. 7:30 left here in the period. Shot 6-3 Onalaska lacrosse.
Hilltoppers definitely getting more scoring opportunities. They're out shooting him at this point. You just got to continue to try to make good, simple decisions and get pucks deep if I'm the Hilltoppers. And really the Avalanche, the same thing. You're getting pucks deep, but now you got to take it to the net.
Hilltoppers in their own end. Schuster clears it through the legs of Baranowski, and the race is on down to the Avalanche zone. They win the race. Peyton Jones right off the wall, and that one caroms back in. The initial stop was made by Bresky, and I don't know if it was knocked in with a stick or with a leg, but nonetheless, it got past Bresky and into the net for a 1-0 lead.
That puck trickled to the backside off a Avalanche defenseman's skate and into the net.
Hilltoppers throw pucks on net. Sometimes good things happen, and there they take a 1-0 lead.
Yeah. As if you're the Avalanche, you're in the wrong spot at the wrong time. It's you can't put that on the goaltender, and you can't really put it on the defenseman. It just goes in off the skate. It's part of the game. It happens sometimes.
So Peyton Jones should get credit for that goal, I would think, if it didn't touch anybody else from the Hilltoppers. And if that's the case, number 13 gets his second of the season. Oh, it looks like they gave it to Alec Browning, but that was Peyton Jones who threw it off the wall.
It looked like it, but maybe it went off Browning, and that's how it got to
that's
that. But it might have went off to Browning and went to the back door. I mean, it's
honestly,
hard to tell.
To me, it looked like it could have been kicked in, quite honestly. But I'd have to watch a replay to know.
Yeah.
Nonetheless, the goal is good, and it's 1-0 Hilltoppers. Off the draw of the Avalanche, left wing wall. Dirks' outlet pass was on for Gilbertson. Slowly sent towards the net. Clement gets out, covers it up top of the crease. We'll have a draw down the Hilltopper end. Big Al's, it's Monday. All 16-inch specialty pizzas and 2-topping build-your-own pizzas. Just $20. If you can't get there today, all sandwiches, salads, and drinks are buy one, get one free Tuesdays at Big Al's in historic downtown La Crosse. Hilltoppers throw it to Carter Hayes, knocked down by Noah Gillette. Plucked there at the blue line by Scrady, then knocked back by the Hilltoppers' Bryant. Bryant turns back, throws it back to the left point. Here's a shot with a screen high and rattles off the glass. Avalanche trying to clear, they do. Get it past Quinn Anderson. Throws it ahead for Schuster. Loose puck picked up by Gilbertson. Touch to Dirks. Dirks throws it off the left wing wall. Quinn Anderson to Peyton Jones. Threw it at his skates, and it was a little tough to handle, but he throws it cross ice to Weiner. Now Weiner had his pass tipped by Gilbertson. Hit Browning as he was coming back towards the bench or getting off at that particular moment. Anderson, solid pass to Jones, who peels back. Jones banks it off the right wing wall, looking for Browning, but that didn't hit. Baranowski from the right circle throws it into his own player. And skater on the bench. It could be too many men. Grady was getting off for a change, and I'm surprised they didn't call it.
Very easily could have called that one.
Picked up by Cy Smith. Smith had his pocket picked in the neutral zone, but back is a defense for the Hilltoppers. Shafolia sent it back in the neutral zone. Now Weiner. Weiner off the right wing wall. Baranowski's there. The big defender slides it down the left wing wall and down into the Hilltopper end, and a whistle. Shots are 7-3 on Onalaska Lacrosse Co-op. Our thanks to Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Center. Natural, gentle, and effective care. I know you're missing the ritual of going by a local hot dog establishment and picking up wieners and delivering to Mike McCaffrey, but he misses those days just like you do, Tim.
Yeah, it was one of those things I did frequently anyways. Mike deserved it. He needed a little break anyways. He works hard during the day.
Absolutely. He's watching. Hi, Mike. I'm glad you're tuning in tonight. Race into the Hilltopper end. Getting physical down in the corner now. 4:38 to play. And the Hilltoppers send it to the firewall. Pass doesn't connect. Avalanche trying to make them pay. Casey Kane. Now out of the corner. Soft dish from the near circle. Weiner threw it to the neutral zone. Matt Tillman. He sent it to Maverick Ducharme, and he dumped it in, and a line change here for the Hilltoppers. 1-0 Onalaska Lacrosse. Here's Gilbertson, always dangerous. Low shot, that gets sticked away by Clement. He just got a piece of it.
Defenseman tipped it and kind of redirected it, and it caught Clement a little bit off guard.
Scrady did not see the puck come his direction, and now here comes Noah Gillette. Gillette with Bryant in front of the net. Save made by Bresky, tries to reach to get control, and the Avalanche will clear to the neutral zone.
If Bryant drives the play side post instead of the backside post, he's got a good opportunity for a goal.
Bryant with a backhand to the blue line. And then Scrady just runs over a Hilltopper player. Myrie got crushed a couple times. Big number 21. Heck of a football player showing his physical prowess there. Here comes Peyton Jones. One defender falls down. Jones, he whiffed on the shot, and now he reaches back, drops it off, left point. Tillman pushes it towards the front, and it goes just wide. Baranowski whiffs on the backhand clearing attempt. Schuster tried to hit Jones. Puck comes across the slot, and the Avs will clear to the neutral zone. Hops past the stick, and Cy Smith will be back to pick it up. 2:50 left here in the first period. 1-0 Hilltoppers. In a very strange goal. Here's Peyton Jones. Jones with a shot and a nice little ripper on net, and the net gets knocked off by the defense. That's as bad as it gets. That's a delay of game. Then a face wash right afterwards. It's hard for me to even have the concept of why Eli Grimslet is still not headed to the penalty box here.
A little perplexed.
Two things.
Perplexed myself. He knocks the net off himself with nobody around him to stop the play.
What are the officials watching? That was ridiculous. He knocks the net off as a defenseman with no reason, and then there's a big hit. Hilltoppers deliver. Cy Smith. That was a wake-up call there for Ethan Meyer. Turnover in front. Here's McConaughey with a backhand. What a save by Clement as the puck comes to the end wall. McConaughey with a great opportunity there. Now another chance for the Avalanche. They tap it into the corner. Work back to the near point. Ian Bass Hilltoppers disrupt the play here. Tillman getting a lot of ice time here in this game. No Cameron Jones, no Colin Como for the Hilltoppers. No Evan Johnson for the Avalanche. Next man up. Hilltoppers get it into the neutral zone. Nice little move into the zone there by Matt Tillman. Schifoli is throwing the body. The Studi is rocking here. They're enjoying the hits. Myrie back to Weiner. Thrown off the near boards. Trickles across the Avalanche blue line where Baranowski picks it up. He gets it to Gilbertson. Dirks trying to get position on the puck. Lots of contact here as they come in across the blue line. Here's Noah Gillette. Works it ahead to Hayes. Hayes puts that one off a body and wide. Here's Baranowski with under a minute to play here in the first period. Don't forget, we'll talk with Coach Podrick coming up here in our first intermission. That off the glove of Clement, and he'll get on top of it, top of the crease with 53 seconds left here in the first. With a pause, we'll thank Big Al's Pizza, downtown La Crosse, quality and tradition since 1979, and Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, La Crosse's leader in waste management solutions. Bouncing puck comes right in front of the net. I don't think that's where Quinn Anderson really wanted it to go. Bryant making some nice moves to get out of a little bit of a hole there. Check that. That's actually number 5, not number 6. That's Alec Browning. And Browning was hit there by Tanner Bass. And dumped in by Quinn Anderson. 25 seconds left. Nick Meyer tried to clear. He got hit. That goes just wide behind the net. Schuster, turnaround, blocked, and another shot taken, deflected in front. Loose puck sitting in front of the net, and a whistle with 9 seconds left. Definitely chippy here in this one. These guys liking to get physical. We'll let you check out the fan cam, and you can just kind of see what the bleachers look like to one side.
Crowd, something you would expect for this type of a game with two communities right next to each other. And
absolutely, you see a lot of fans along the glass too, which is one of the best ways to take it in. It's the way I would take it in if I wasn't calling hockey games. Quinn gets back to touch it. That's going to do it for the end of our first period. We'll get some help from inside the penalty box to get the headset and microphone over to Coach Podrick, and we'll talk to him before we get to our Interstate Wealth LLC intermission report. And there we go. I wave and stuff just to make sure that they see that it's time to do it.
That's assuming they're looking at you.
It's not always that easy to do, and I think they were instructed on. You showed them how to put that on. So once Coach Podrick gets the headset and he gets the microphone, and it should turn green on the very bottom. You able to hear us, Coach?
Can you hear me?
Absolutely. Can you hear us?
Yes.
Fantastic. Let's get your take on that first period. A 1-0 lead, kind of a weird kind of goal. I'm not sure if you saw how it got in on the other side. I know Peyton Jones threw it towards the net. Goalie got a piece of it, and then was Browning able to get a stick on it?
No, I think it went off one of their players.
I did as well. They called it a Browning goal, but I think that's probably Jones, huh?
Yeah, we can always fix that later.
Absolutely. So. Tell us about your thoughts on this. This is a big game, a rivalry. We talked about it in the coaches show. Your take on how the boys performed in period number 1.
Well, I think it's been a very physical game, and we expect nothing less out of a big rivalry like this. And we're two teams that are fighting for wins right now, and you can see it on the ice. There's a lot of energy, and it's a good atmosphere.
Yeah, Coach. I know you're from up in Eau Claire, so you've been through the Eau Claire North Memorial rivalry. Very similar to it down here. Maybe some of the quality over the years hasn't been as good, but I can tell you the intensity has been. Give me your thoughts on a great crowd tonight and just some of the things that they can do to impact the game.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, like you said, in the North Memorial games, they fill up the Hobbs Ice Center, and here we got a great crowd. That's one of the things that I've noticed the most, jumping from youth to high school is how important the crowd is to the game, and it's really exciting to see so many people here cheering on this great sport.
Yeah, it always helps when your hockey players are liked by the rest of the student body, too. You usually can get a pretty decent student crowd in that way. So going into the second period, what's kind of going to be the message? You outshot them early. They kind of came back a little bit towards the end of that period, but for the most part, I thought you had a better control of the game.
Yeah, I think we got to clean up a little bit in the neutral zone. We're taking pucks back into our own end a lot, and we got to get pucks north. That's the start, and then when we get it in there, we got to keep that third forward high because they're getting some clean breaks out of the zone. We're not getting a lot of sustained forecheck time, and we need to spend more time in their zone and less time in ours.
Excellent, Coach. I appreciate you making time for us. Best of luck the rest of the way. Maybe we'll talk to you in the postgame.
Yeah, quick shutout, Tyler Lee. Had surgery today, and I know he's out, so he's doing well. So we'll hope to have him back around the team here soon.
Absolutely. Thanks, Coach.
All right, thank you.
All right, there he is, head coach Mick Podrick in our first intermission. It is the Interstate Wealth LLC Intermission Report. We'll take a break, be back here in just a moment on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
With the oak and the eagle as witness, consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
When you want the real deal, like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Call State Farm agent Kurt Paff in Onalaska at 608-783-1130.
And we've had many customers for 50 years, the same customers.
I like to call some of our customers charter customers. They were ones that Grandpa worked for, Dad's been to their house, and now I visit their homes. Sometimes I work for their children or even their grandchildren. It's a really nice connection with community, really.
Well, Mom, what do you think? We've been in business for 50 years now.
And if we want to continue that 50 years, you better get yourself out the door and get to work.
Every time I go to Angelini's Pizzeria and Restaurante in Onalaska, I have a problem deciding on which menu items to order because they're all so amazing. I mean, how does one choose between Chicago stuffed pizza with that tangy tomato sauce and luscious cheese, or a deep dish pan pizza packed with flavor, or Angelini's thin crust pizza with that magical crunch, lasagna, risotto di pesce, lobster linguine, calamari. Man, this is tough. Hey, at least I know I'll finish the meal with cannolis. Angelini's Pizzeria and Restaurante on Highway 35 in Onalaska. You're invited to taste the difference.
At Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling, we've been serving the Coulee region for over 35 years, so we know what it takes to meet all your waste and recycling needs. Whether it's picking up the recycling at your local business or taking out the trash at home, we've got you covered. At Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling, we're at your disposal.
Imagine if you could feel better and live healthier without drugs or surgery. What if we told you that at Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we can help you turn that thought into a reality for you and your family with safe, gentle, and effective chiropractic care? At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we focus on treating the whole person at one of our multiple locations, located in Southwest Wisconsin. We are a team of family-oriented chiropractors who offer our patients quality care as it relates to nutrition and weight loss, exercise, and living a healthy lifestyle. From newborns to seniors and everyone in between, all of our patients can experience the benefits of chiropractic care. Whether you're visiting us because you want to feel better, get out of pain, or even lose weight, we want you to know that you've come to the right place on your journey to wellness. Through tailored and specific care plans, we'll create the best treatment for your unique needs. And we don't stop there. We'll listen to your concerns and make you a partner in your care. At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we don't just get you well, we'll help you stay well too. Discover the Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Center's difference.
Life is full of transitions. You may be transitioning from the education system to the workforce. You may be moving from a single life to a life filled with family. But there may be no bigger transition for us than that of moving out of the workforce and into retirement. Brent Peterson at Interstate Wealth has been helping those in the Cooley region and surrounding communities successfully make that transition since 2006. Brent's mission is to provide sound, professional advice in a manner that eliminates confusion, provides clarity, and promotes fellowship. Being an independent financial advisor, Brent has the flexibility and the freedom to design a plan that truly fits your best interests, thus fulfilling his fiduciary responsibilities. Whether you need investment advice, portfolio management help, life insurance needs, or have Social Security questions, give Brent a call at 608-790-9925. Interstate Wealth, your road to success starts here. Investment advisory services offered by Virtue Capital Management, LLC, VCM. VCM is a registered investment advisor. VCM and Interstate Wealth, LLC are independent of each other. Fiduciary duty extends solely to investment advisory advice and does not extend to other activities such as insurance services. Welcome to the CRSN Intermission Report, brought to you by Interstate Wealth, LLC. Your road to success starts here with Interstate Wealth, LLC. Now, here's Rick Frankie.
Welcome to the Interstate Wealth LLC Intermission Report. Rick Frankie, Tim Ebner in our broadcast perch here at the Omni Center, where it's 1-0. Onalaska Lacrosse Co-op Hilltoppers leading the Avalanche Hockey Co-op. Peyton Jones will be credited with the goal as it went off an Avalanche defender after he threw it hard off the right wing wall. It went through the goaltender on the far side and then off the defender and into the net. That's the only goal scored. There were opportunities for both teams. The Avalanche came out skating hard, had the advantage to start this game, but the Hilltoppers started to gain control of the puck, and I thought they had more attack zone time overall and did have the advantage in shots, 9-6 through the first period. A quick take, and then we got to take another break and get ready for second.
Well, I'd say the Hilltoppers definitely had more net front time. The puck was in front of the Avalanche net a little bit more. They had maybe some tighter or closer in scoring chances, but all in all, I mean, when you look at the beginning of the game, the Avalanche came out and put some pressure on them early. So back and forth a little bit. It'll be interesting to see the adjustments from both coaches going into the second period.
All right, second period coming up in just a little bit. We'll take one more break here because it's our sponsors that make this thing happen for you. You're getting to watch it for free. Avalanche, Hilltoppers, high school hockey on the Cooley Region Sports Network.
At Ultra, we believe in financial health and that good habits start early. Learning how to save and spend responsibly can make a big difference in a child's life and yours. Give your child the independence they want with Ultra's Live Your Life Spend account. It's a free account designed for money-savvy teens and young adults with all the extra features you'll love. No minimum balance and no monthly fees, free online and mobile banking, plus cashback debit card rewards. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
Noble Insurance Service, building strong relationships to secure your future. Whether you need homeowners insurance, auto insurance, life insurance, or commercial insurance, we work with a variety of companies. That ensures you get the protection you need. At Noble Insurance, we're committed to creating a partnership so that as your needs change, your coverage keeps pace. Call Noble Insurance Service and let's create a plan personalized just for you and your needs.
The big in-stock winter blowout sale is on at Slumberland Furniture. Get year-end savings on everything in stock. Over 20 different sofas in stock and ready to go. Over 50 accent chairs and recliners too. In-stock items can be in your home really fast, even just a few days in some areas. Plus, save an extra 30% off all clearance items in store. Huge store-wide savings. Everything is on sale and shipping is free. The big in-stock winter blowout at Slumberland Furniture.
Cooley Golf Bowl is the #1 recreation facility in Onalaska, but it's also a perfect place to watch the big game or stop in after a hard day's work to unwind with great food and drinks. Cooley Golf Bowl has you covered with an extensive menu, including great choices from apps to entrees and mouth-watering daily specials like burgers, tacos, prime rib, tenderloin tips, shrimp, fish, and roasted chicken are just a few of the daily specials. Cooley Golf Bowl Sports Bar and Grill. Visit them online at CooleyGB.com and sign up for their e-club to get special offers and promotions.
Rick and Tim back with you from the Omni Center. Got about a minute or so until we drop the puck, maybe a little bit longer. The nets aren't quite set here yet. You know, I'm missing the Chicago Bears and Minnesota Vikings NFL football game tonight. There was one earlier, too. I guess the Raiders came back and beat the Cleveland Browns. But I just want them to lose, so I guess I don't really want to watch them lose because I want them to lose every game for the rest of the season, and then they get a new president of operations, they get a new GM and a new coach and better draft picks because they're going to not win any more games. That's what I'm hoping
they're
for.
They're gonna win out the rest of their games, and Nagy's going to stay.
No, Nagy's not.
Win his job
back.
That is
not happening. There is no way that is happening, Tim Ebner. I assure you, there is no way Nagy's back. That I guarantee you. That is an absolute. You got to be happy though. Your guy Aaron Rodgers won again. As much as it's painful to watch, Packers are sitting in a good position. So if you're an NFL fan here in Wisconsin, you got to be pretty happy. The basketball team, the Bucks, not quite the same team they were last year. The Minnesota Wild, if you're a Wild fan, you got to be happy about that, right? You're thankful you got the Wild. They're really playing good hockey.
They're finally back on the ice playing games after two postponements because of COVID.
Yeah.
So they said the NHL has lost 42 games this year because of COVID now.
Omicron, it's taken over. It's the #1 variant now. And thankfully, if you got your vaccination, if you did that and you got your shots and then you get your booster, you should be okay. It can get you. You can get it, they say, but they also say it would be less serious if you have it.
Yeah.
So I don't know what you can do.
New news out from Moderna today saying theirs is pretty effective against this new strain. So that's good for the people that had the Moderna booster.
Right. Yeah, you see that both teams are now taking the ice, so we're ready for second period action. Key to the start here for these teams, Tim.
Well, if you're the Avalanche, once again, you need to start out like you started the game. You had more energy than the Hilltoppers. You got pucks in deep. You banged them in the corners and created some turnovers. That's what you're looking for the Avalanche. If you're the Hilltoppers, you got to just start playing smarter, as Coach Podrick said, coming out of your zone and through the neutral zone. If you fix those couple things and start the period that way, you're going to have some success.
Here we go. Hilltoppers win the opening draw. Both teams are full strength to start the period. Puck sent into the Avalanche end. And the Avs will get to it first. Pushed with a backhand there by Grimslid. And picked up there by Gus Weiner. Weiner drops it back to Cy Smith, and he'll whip it off the near boards where Weiner picks it up, evades one on the forecheck. That was Scrady. And then dumped in by Cy. To the near wall they go. Just underway here in the second period if you're just joining us here on the Cooley Region Sports Network. By the way, please subscribe if you haven't done that already. Look out, here's a break for Dirks. Dirks one-on-one, he shoots top shelf and scores! Brennan Dirks with a great move, and he beats the goaltender Clement, and it is now a 1-1 hockey game. Just underway here in the second period. Nice play by Brennan Dirks.
Yeah, gets behind the D with it and has a clean shot, and he just put it right over the top shoulder of Clement, and it was an excellent goal just inside the crossbar actually, and down. A great effort and a great finish.
If you're Coach Charlie Marshall, that's exactly the way you want to start out the second period, with a pretty one, and it's tied now 1-1 here in the second. Stretch pass by Anderson, then sent in by Browning. Jones hustles in to get to the puck. Jones, one-timer. Oh, blocked in the slot. It was a nice pass from behind the net. Now back the other way. McConaughey. There's Quinn Anderson. Takes him down. Peyton Jones. Soft pass. Nobody there for the Hilltoppers. Schuster has to drop back to get to it. He does, but he walks towards the front of the net and almost lost it. Browning with a backhand clear to the neutral zone. McConaughey there. He'll walk it up. Shot that one. Batted away by Clement to the far circle. And Kane sent it back behind the net. Quinn Anderson to Browning. Stolen by Scrady, but he can't control it. And now Jones collides in the neutral zone. Bouncing puck, Scrady playing physical with Quinn. Quinn throws it into the neutral zone. That was Nick Meyer throwing it up the right side. Peyton Jones back. He's been all over tonight. And there's a nice hit by Baranowski, getting the better of Shafolius. Dirks from behind the net. Misses Scrady on the outlet pass, and that'll be an icing. 14:57 to play second period. Knotted up one apiece. Our thanks to Every Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving the La Crosse area since 1969, and the Crow Burgers, Bourbon, Beer, just to name a few of the great sponsors that make these broadcasts possible. Draw on the Avalanche end. Clearing attempt there by Grimslid. That's going to go out of play. Tomorrow night it's basketball. Girls high school basketball. Scotty Gran will have the call along with Tom Yashinsky as the Onalaska Hilltopper girls basketball team takes on the Red Hawks of GET.
You mean the A-team.
The what?
The A-team. Scotty Gran and Tom
Oh, the
Yashinsky.
A-team. They are the A-team. You are right. You are right. They are a team.
Now that's a shot. Now, I've been good tonight on them.
No, they're fantastic. I love watching when they do the basketball games. They're great together. Scotty Grant, he's just so overwhelmed with retail and Christmas. I hope he's going to be the same Scotty Grant.
I thought he was up high enough the food chain. He doesn't have to worry about that.
Oh, no. There's a stick save made by Bresky. So Hilltoppers trying to put some pressure on. Shots are 10-8 in favor of Onalaska Lacrosse. Grinders game along the far boards. That's going to be sent towards the net there. Contested by the Avalanche defense. Bresky makes the easy save. So that will be a 6:45 pregame tomorrow. Onalaska girls basketball taking on the Red Hawks of GET.
We sure it's 6:45?
6:45, 7:15 tip-off.
7:15 tip-off, okay.
That's the way they do it in basketball. Of course, this usually starts at 7 o'clock, started at 7:30 because there was scheduling issues when they moved the game to this Monday after originally being scheduled on the 7th. And Tanner Bass trying to clear Schuster all over him. This time the Avs do get it out. Gus Weiner chasing back, being trailed by Joey Zimmerman. There's Kane, centering pass. Shot block, good defense by Gus. Peyton Jones taps it to the corner. He has the lone goal for the Hilltoppers. Here's Browning. Threw that one a little off target for Schuster. Ian Bass. And that's going to go out of play. And they'll blow the whistle with 13:43 left in the second period. And it looks like both teams going to get some personnel changes here. And this is the last hockey game of 2021. We have, of course, plenty more on the schedule in 2022. Bryant in the corner. Weiner back to Bryant. Here's Bryant making a move back behind the net. Bryant tried to get a turnaround shot, but it was stolen away here by the Avalanche. And Dirks lost it in the left wing wall. And now it's Myrie with the puck. Defenseman just softly clears to the neutral zone. Didn't have much intention on that pass. Here's Myrie back. Dumps it to the neutral zone. We're playing blue line to blue line here. Here's Weiner. Having a strong game so far. Touch pass, Hayes to Noah Gillette. Gillette shot that one wide right. Oh, it's flipped back to the right point. Heavy shot goes wide.
Hilltoppers fortunate. Way too many men on the ice.
And now a chance for Dirks again. Brennan Dirks with the defense behind him. He ripped it way off target, off the glass.
Good recovery by Quinn Anderson just to get back to put a little something on Dirks so he didn't get a clean breakaway.
The Onalaska Studi was pretty happy about that.
Would that be the student section?
That is the student section.
Okay.
And then there's another one over on the other side wearing Christmas attire. Jeff Ross, our cameraman, believes he saw two girls in one sweater. Christmas sweater. Was that what you said you saw? Two guys in one sweater. Sorry, Jeff, I didn't know. I thought you, I was unaware. I knew it was a person in a sweater, two of them. Here's Schuster. Turns it over. And the Hilltoppers take it back from behind their own net. Jack Tillman to Browning, coughed up at the circle. That was all reaching for it, but unable to control. Peyton Jones, cross-ice pass. Nobody in a dark jersey there. Quinn Anderson sent it to Tillman, right wing for Jones. Jones stops, looking for the rest of his team to drop into the zone. Tillman, shot block, good hustle there by McConaughey, and now Tanner Bass not able to get to that one, but the Avalanche still able to send it all the way down for an icing. Faceoff will come back into the Avalanche end. They're going to want some different skaters out there, as do the Hilltoppers. 11:36 left in the second period, 1-1.
Shots fairly even too now throughout the game, 8-10. Pretty even game at this point. Each team getting their opportunities and been able to get one through for each.
It's thrown up the right side. Scrady, cross ice pass, tipped on the other side. There's a shot and a glove save made by Clement off the stick of Dirks. Dirks, who had that snipe early top shelf, was looking for number 2.
Well, once again, coach talked about it. Third guy high. There's no third guy high. They able to come out of the zone with an odd man rush again. As a defenseman, all you need to do is identify who your threats are to go deep. And once you know them, it's easy. You just don't let them go.
Draw one. A lot of the Hilltoppers, they're trying to clear from the near side. Look out here. Scrady from the high slot. Scrady with a soft one. Put on the doorstep. Dirks. He'll wrap around. Kick there by Clement to keep it from crossing the line. And that's going to get past Baranowski's stick and all the way down. Got a penalty coming up.
Got an ice.
No? Okay.
Just an ice call.
All right. Wasn't sure.
Brookman right on top of it. Ice.
That's good. They got that. No penalty. 11:02 left.
Ref's got a little fat lip, by the way. Brookman.
Get hit? What did he get hit with?
Earlier, I think last week he got hit with a puck.
Oh, not in this game.
Not in this game. No, earlier last week I talked to him beforehand. He got a little puffed lip.
Weiner throws it back behind the net. Hayes on the other side. Hilltoppers trying to clear. Avalanche keep it in from the left point towards the net. A bouncing puck chance for the Avalanche, and somehow they're able to clear Dirks out of the way, or he couldn't get a clean shot on the rebound. Hilltoppers catch a break there. Now Gilbertson trying to work it around Bryant. Here's Gilbertson again. Pushed it towards the front of the net. Hilltoppers, Noah Gillette just got a little piece of it. Scrady now crashing and banging along with Gus Weiner. Here's Noah Gillette to Bryant and sent all the way down for an icing. 10:19 left here in the period. Got to get some fuel over at the Crow. It's spaghetti day over at the Crow. Marinara topped with Parmesan cheese. Tomorrow it's the Taco Verde cheese sauce topped with cheddar cheese and nacho chips. Wednesday, the Sloppy Crow. The house sloppy crow meat topped with cheddar cheese. Thursday, garlic parmesan. The Crow, downtown La Crosse. So many things, so many specials. Check them out online. Peyton Jones, no-look pass, trying to clear Cant. Held in by Tanner Bass. To the corner, that was Ethan Meyer. He took a hit. On the far corner, Zimmerman passes it back behind the net. Now Casey Kane. Kane dancing back and forth, gets around Quinn Anderson. Kane throws it back to the blue line. That's going to go off Bass. And Tanner, brother of Ian, who had that puck go past him, sent it back in. Quinn Anderson, glove there by Tanner Bass. Bass going to try to split defenders. He coughs it up. Now a chance up the left wing. Schuster showing some moves. And he had it poke checked away. Tanner Bass, numbers for the Avalanche, into the zone from the slot. Gilbertson back towards the front of the net, couldn't pull the trigger. One too many passes. Myrie, bank pass, gets past the blue line and all the way down.
No ice, they waved it.
They did.
Got to play.
9:10 left, second period. 1-1 the score. Gilbertson takes it into the zone. Scrady chases to the left wing. He had it taken away. Schuster bounces off one guy, then tries to pull it to the forehand and had it go off a skate. Now the Avalanche the other way. Grimslid tackled a little bit from behind by Cy Smith, and Smith needs to get a grip on himself. He's going to get a penalty. Here's a chance in front of the save made by Clement, now picked up by the Hilltoppers of the circle. This place is going nuts right now. Smith was pouncing on top of a guy, and boy, they're not calling a whole lot here.
All I know is if Tom Shafransky was still in charge, he'd be just going nuts right now. You could have called about 4 penalties in that shift.
Unbelievable. I don't know if they're watching the same game we're watching. We've seen a couple things. We saw Grimslid knock the net off on purpose and then face wash a kid right after he did it. And then Cy Smith on the other side for the Hilltoppers with an obvious penalty not called. Puck to the far boards. Here's McConaughey. He tries to center. Hilltoppers there. Carter Hayes. Hayes, nice outlet. Here comes Noah Gillette. Noah Gillette along with Bryant. Bryant is out in front. Shot to save by Bresky. Reaches back to make sure it didn't trickle between the pads. He makes the stop.
Noah Gillette showing some speed. Just set the defenseman up with a little shoulder, a little something to the inside. Was able to get right around him.
8:07 left here in the second period. 1-1 the score. Shots even up on our scoreboard here at 11-11. Gillette and Kane. Kane toss for the circle. Ethan Meyer steps in. Tie up on the draw. McConaughey and his pocket pick by Gillette. Throws it in deep. Hilltoppers getting a line change. And it's knocked back towards the net on a clearing attempt. Whipped around by Nick Meyer. Now McConaughey, cross ice on the tape. Here's Ethan Meyer. Tries to get around Gus Weiner, sends it in off the end wall. Quinn Anderson there. Weiner picks up the loose puck, slaps it into the neutral zone. Glove put down the stick by Bryant, but he's not able to do much with it after that. Gillette hustling, back behind the net. Noah Gillette threw that right in front. Nobody was ready for it, though, and it was a good feed. It was right there. Here's Brendan Dirks again. Dirks, low shot, Clement to save. Rebound, Scrady, and knocked back by the defense. Dirks, he's got the Dirks hair through the back of the helmet. Looking like Jacob there for a little bit. Contact in the neutral zone. Dumped in by the Hilltoppers. Baranowski back. Scrady to Gilbertson. Drops it in off the corner. Tillman. It's locked up in the corner. Scrady there with Brennan Dirks. And Quinn Anderson will pick it up now. Flip dump to the neutral zone. Baranowski couldn't knock it down. Look at the hustle from Jones. Jones towards the front of the net, and Baranowski goes down to keep Jones from getting around him. Here's a shot by Tillman, contested by Kane at the blue line. Out in front, backhand shot, they score! Hilltoppers! A loose puck, and it was bang, bang, just like that. Past the goaltender Bresky, and Schuster gets a big one there for the Hilltoppers. And for him, that's his third of the season.
Yeah, nice. Everything went right for that situation for the Hilltoppers. The puck bounced, and he was able to. Goalie wasn't able to control any of it. He just chipped it, and it flipped right over the top of him. Not one of those pretty goals, but it's definitely a goal you'll take, right?
Prettier than the one that went in off the defenseman.
Yeah, that's true, but nothing fancy. Just getting pucks to the net, bodies to the net.
Goals are goals.
Away. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
Goals are goals, and they got two of them. Do the Hilltoppers now up 2-1, 6:07 left in the second period. And Schuster gets that one. Jones with the first one for the Hilltoppers. Brennan Dirks with a lone goal for the Avalanche. Weiner will send that in.
All he had to do is take another half a stride. Just get it to the blue red line. It's deep. Mental mistakes. Can't have those mental mistakes. Can't have that puck in your zone.
I believe Jones picks up an assist for his second point of the night. And he's been contributing quite a bit. He had a goal in the New Richmond game.
Yeah, I think Peyton's probably playing as good as he's been played for the Hilltoppers when he's been here.
Here's Bryant, set right wing. Hayes on the other side. Here's Hayes with a shot up off the stick of Bresky and into the corner.
I'd say the same thing I said to Bryant, would say to Bryant earlier. Don't go to the backside post. You need to go to the play side post. You have to get on the offensive side of the defenseman. The defenseman's just going to deflect pucks every time if you go to the outside of him. Get to the inside of him, force him to make a play on you. You know, best case, you get a goal. Worst case, you get tripped and there's a penalty.
Mr. Terry corrected my start time for the girls' basketball game tomorrow. I want to say it before I forget. It normally is 7:15. Non-conference game 7 o'clock tip-off.
Gotcha.
6:30 pregame. Scotty Grant will have that.
You better let Scotty know. He may show up late.
No, he's coming to get equipment at 4:30 tomorrow. I believe.
Okay.
Yeah. I got to go to Madison, pick up my son. That's a big hit there.
Interference. It's just an interference call.
It knocks Dirks down, and that's going to be a penalty on the Hilltoppers here with 5:42 left in the second period.
It goes back to what I said earlier. As a defenseman on the offensive blue line, you just have to recognize who your threats are to fly. If you do that, you can bail initially, and you don't have to worry about getting caught and making either a penalty or giving up a breakaway.
Coach Nagy and the Bears are doing exactly what I want. They're losing to Minnesota 10-0 in the second quarter.
They're going to come back.
No, they won't. Here's Dirks looking for a screen and a kick save made by Clement. Nice job.
Real smart shot by Dirks. It wasn't hard. Just put it down there and see what happens.
Here come the Hilltoppers on the penalty kill into the zone. And Baranowski makes a nice play, but they don't clear. There's a shot by Quinn, and the save is made there by Bresky. And now Baranowski from the left circle. Cross ice pass banks off the left wing wall. Gilbertson. Nice feed to Dirks. Dirks in right wing. Dirks covered there by Myrie. That's going to be a centering pass that bounced off a skater and then cleared all the way down by Schuster. 1:11 left on the Avalanche power play. Bouncing puck to Grimsland, sends it in. Grady tried to get position on the puck. Now it's Gilbertson. Gilbertson walking it up. He'll take it back behind the net. Clement watches him. And nice work by Myrie to get a stick on it. He can't quite clear it out. Hilltoppers get control. They do get it this time. And Carter Hayes will get off for a change here up the dump in. Coming up in our Interstate Wealth LLC intermission, we'll talk with Charlie Marshall for a little bit. And then we'll take a break. Shots are 14-13 Hilltoppers. They're up 2-1 on the scoreboard here as the visiting team at the Omni. Gus Weiner drops it back to the defense. Off the left wing wall, quickly thrown the other direction by Baranowski. Avalanche power play hasn't shown much here. And jumping top of the crease was Clement to get a piece of it with a stick. That one on target. And the save made, shot taken by McConaughey. Past Tanner Bass, and that's going to do it for the Avalanche power play. Another kill for the Hilltoppers, so the PK getting much better here than the results they had against New Richmond. That will be an icing. 3:35 to play here in the second period.
Yeah, knock on wood, for the Hilltoppers in this case, no big penalties. I know they've struggled with some 5-minute majors throughout the season to start, and you just in games like this you can't take those types of penalties. So.
Well, it's been third periods where some of that stuff has gone downhill for the Hilltoppers so far this season, but second period is where the Avalanche have struggled. They've been outscored 17-2 in the second period. That's thrown on net, save made by Bresky. I think that was Schifolius who shot that on net. Gilbertson sent it up to Dirks, comes back to Gilbertson's stick. They come in on sides, and it was just barely. Gilbertson to Scrady. Scrady didn't get much with his stick there, and he tackles Gus Weiner behind the net. And Schifolius, he'll chase the puck to the corner. Races in there with Ducharme. Into the Hilltopper bench and onto the ice for a stoppage. 2:52 left. Our thanks to Noble Insurance Service, building strong relationships to secure your future. Also thanks to Howie's, Lacrosse's hometown hangout. And Waste Management, always working for a sustainable tomorrow. Hilltoppers 2-1 lead. Looks like they're going to drop it again. Avalanche and Brennan Dirks on net. Stick save made by Clement to the corner. Scrady, soft one off the side of the net. Now Myrie for the Hilltoppers. To Browning off the wall. Avalanche were there. Sent wide by Ethan Meyer. Meyer again at the circle. Taken away by the Hilltoppers. Clear to the neutral zone. Tanner Bass. To Meyer, to Scrady. Scrady pinned up against the boards by Myrie. Another hit in the corner. Clock ticking. Just about 2 minutes remaining here in the second period. Hilltoppers up ice, stretch pass. Here's a chance. Browning, one-on-one with the goaltender. He'll go to the forehand. Bresky the save. Rebound. Popped just in front. And the D put it back behind the net. Now here come the Avalanche. Casey Kane with a shot. And it was ripped. And a caught part of the goaltender went up into the corner. McConaughey with a shot. That one went wide. Boy, golden opportunity. Goes out of play. Comes back down. 1:33 left as the Avalanche looking to score here late in the second period. Get that big mo.
Hilltoppers just gambling a little bit too much in their D zone with pucks, exposing them and turning them over pretty deep in the zone. So just got to be smarter to finish, and if you're the Avalanche, just keep putting the pressure on.
Avalanche get the puck off the draw. Sent to the corner, Brennan Dirks. Dirks throws it behind the net. Kane chasing, but it's Weiner who gets a piece of it. Tries to clear. Baranowski on net. Save made there by Clement. Second one. Pops. Defense blocks it. Sends it to the near wall. And here comes Bryant. Thomas Bryant into the zone. Trying to get around. Nice check by Baranowski. Loose puck picked up by Gillette. Oh, but we got a whistle here as Gillette was hoping he had a golden opportunity. But they're going to pull the puck out. And it's a penalty.
Interference.
Interference on Cy Smith, a familiar spot for Cy. He's been in the box his fair share. Physical football player as well. Takes it to the next level sometimes.
Yep, that's why football and hockey don't mix sometimes. Not in today's game. You have to be smart. You have to take hands away. The interference
If you're a
penalty.
goalie, it works out great, like Jack Weber.
Yep.
Bouncing puck there in the slot. Here's Noah Gillette with a dump in. Power play for the Avalanche. Under a minute to play here. Second period. And it's going to be Gilbertson throwing it all the way down. On a power play, you don't like to get icing.
I'm not sure what Jack Tillman was doing. I think it was him. He steps out on the ice. Was that who it was?
It was Gilbertson who threw the puck all the way down. Maybe he thought somebody was coming to pick it up on a stretch.
No, it was definitely Jack. You had two Avalanche guys behind him. It does not make a lot of sense. You had an automatic 2-on-1. If it gets by, just you've got to recognize. Get your heads up and look.
Here's Baranowski with the puck. Hilltoppers. Bryant. Working with Jack Tillman. Now Quinn Anderson. Held in by Tanner Bass. He lost an edge. Falls down. Scrady to Bass. Down to Gilbertson. Gilbertson to Dirks, or I should say to Bass. Bass picks it back up. To Gilbertson, playing kind of close to each other there. Quick throw off the side of the net, and that one hops right to a Hilltopper stick. With 1 second left, take a one shot here for Bryant. I don't know if he knew how much time was left. He didn't wind up. And that's going to do it for our second period. 2-1 Hilltoppers after 2 periods of play. And they will be shorthanded for 51 seconds to start the third. Charlie Marshall's on the bench. We'll try to get help from our friends inside the box. Charlie knows he's ready, but he just needs to get a little bit of help here as he talks to his goalie. And we'll see if the folks in the box are going to remember. They don't look like.
Yeah, they're remembering.
There we go. Charlie Marshall has been part of these interviews before. He's a pro. Our thanks to the Avalanche parents there in the box helping us out tonight. Make sure the coaches get the headset and microphone. And Charlie Marshall, head coach of the Avalanche Hockey Co-op. Coach, 2 periods in. Got a heck of a hockey game here. It's a great rivalry game. Shots are 18-16 in favor of the Avalanche. Your take on things so far?
It was a rough first period there. We couldn't bury. We had some good chances, a lot of zone time, and we're just having trouble burying. And it comes with time. We got a lot of young guys, but we're 8 games in, so I'm not going to say the word inexperience or anything like that. But we're working hard, and if you guys look at our zone or period splits, that was probably our best second period we've had since our first game. So 1-1 in that period. I'm not happy, but
I think
we're building.
I think both programs would like to have things going a little bit more in the win column. There's no question about that. And the Hilltoppers missing players. You're missing players tonight. Next man up, right? That's how it's got to work. Getting some good net mining there from Keaton Bresky, and on the other side, Clement playing pretty well. They got one that kind of went in off your defenseman, which was kind of a rough one for you. But nonetheless, this looks like this is going to be a battle, very physical game like it almost always is.
Yeah, I'm just telling our guys we got to keep winning races with puck and getting pucks on net and finishing at the net. There's not much else I can do. They just got to dig deep and finish this game here.
Hey, going into this game now, Charlie, you've got probably the most experienced staff of this rivalry between you and Jerry and everybody. Morsh has been around quite a while, so what's the message going into the third period of a one-goal game in a rivalry game like this? What's the message from the experienced staff that you guys have?
I think we just got to tell them who wants it more, and they got to finish strong. I mean, all the close games we played, we played well for 2 periods, usually first and third, and I think tonight we're going to put it together in the third and finish strong.
I'm going to give you some real good advice from a former head coach to a current head coach. Keep Jerry Rank off the mic. He doesn't need to go on the mic for any between periods interviews or stuff. Just keep him in the background, okay?
Charlie loves doing these so much, can't you tell? Right, Charlie?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just love these, don't you?
Yeah, I told Jerry he had intermission because I had talked to you guys, so hopefully he's getting the boys riled up here, get ready to go.
Well, I'm not so sure that's a good idea either. We usually didn't let Jerry talk a whole lot.
I let him loose once in a while, not all the time.
Not all the time.
Good decision.
Charlie, thanks for making time for us, but best of luck the rest of the season.
All right, thanks.
All right. There he is. Now, there's the sweater. Is this the sweater you were talking about? Let's see if we can get that quickly before we take a commercial break. It's 2 guys in a sweater. It's part of the studio, I think, for the Avalanche, a Christmas theme tonight.
There we go.
All right, we got to take a break here. It is the Interstate Wealth LLC intermission report here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
Do you feel the need to be free, totally free checking, that is? Coulee Bank can satisfy that need. His free, her free, your free. Free means something different to everyone. Totally free means Coulee Bank has you covered. Free debit card, free online banking, free bill pay, free mobile banking, free e-statements, free interest checking, and a free gift when you open your account. Do you feel the need to be free, totally free? Go to any Coulee Bank branch or CooleyBank.net for more information. Coulee Bank, member FDIC.
Fall and winter are fast approaching, and CT Lawn Care and Snow Removal suggests you leave that fall cleanup and snow removal to them. CT Lawn Care and Snow Removal can provide all the services you need to make your neighbors green with lawn envy. Mowing, trimming, edging, landscaping, gutter cleaning, and they even work with Grace's pet waste removal to be your complete lawn cleanup solution. Go to CT Lawn Care and Snow Removal on Facebook to get a free quote for your fall cleanup and snow removal needs, or give them a call at 608-792-2874. CT Lawn Care and Snow Removal, a cut above the rest.
When you start craving the great taste of Chicago-style Italian beef, sausage, Vienna beef hot dogs, or off-the-spit gyros, or the new Italian sub sandwich packed with imported Italian lunch meat and provolone, it's time for you and 2-3 of your friends to hop in your ride and fill that crave with great Chicago food with attitude. Gino's Chicago Beef and Hot Dogs in Onalaska. You can also have Gino's delivered right to you through the Eat Street app and grab it. Gino's Chicago Beef and Hot Dogs, the real taste of Chicago.
Maury's Volkswagen La Crosse is committed to enhancing both your buying and ownership experience. Your place where happiness matters in the Coulee region.
Our 2021 Volkswagen inventory include the economical Jetta, the reliable Passat, the very popular Tiguan, the family-friendly Atlas, and the red-hot Atlas Cross Sport.
On top of Maury's Buy Happy Promises, your new Volkswagen comes with a 4-year 50,000-mile warranty, a 5-year no-cost car net, and a 2-year no-cost maintenance.
Visit us at Maury's Volkswagen La Crosse.
We are always working for a sustainable tomorrow. That's our promise. A promise doesn't change when things get tough. These are unprecedented times, and that promise of who we are and what we stand for can be seen on the faces of our 45,000 teammates. We could not be prouder of them as they continue to be there for our customers, for our communities, and for each other, today and tomorrow.
Life is full of transitions. You may be transitioning from the education system to the workforce. You may be moving from a single life to a life filled with family. But there may be no bigger transition for us than that of moving out of the workforce and into retirement. Brent Peterson at Interstate Wealth has been helping those in the Cooley region and surrounding communities successfully make that transition since 2006. Brent's mission is to provide sound, professional advice in a manner that eliminates confusion, provides clarity, and promotes fellowship. Being an independent financial advisor, Brent has the flexibility and the freedom to design a plan that truly fits your best interests, thus fulfilling his fiduciary responsibilities. Whether you need investment advice, portfolio management help, life insurance needs, or have Social Security questions, give Brent a call at 608-790-9925. Interstate Wealth, your road to success starts here. Investment advisory services offered by Virtue Capital Management, LLC, VCM. VCM is a registered investment advisor. VCM and Interstate Wealth, LLC are independent of each other. Fiduciary duty extends solely to investment advisory advice and does not extend to other activities such as insurance services. Welcome to the CRSN Intermission Report, brought to you by Interstate Wealth, LLC. Your road to success starts here with Interstate Wealth, LLC. Now, here's Rick Frankie.
Rick Frankie back with you here from the Omni Center, where it is our Interstate Wealth LLC Intermission Report. Avalanche and Hilltoppers. Tim Ebner with me as well. And Tim, got a little bit of time here before we need to go to a commercial break again and get ready for third period action. 2-1 Hilltoppers after 2. They have 51 seconds left to kill when the puck drops here in the third. The Avalanche with an 18-62 shot edge. Again, we were glad to get both coaches on, and I know that it's everyone always loves when we get Charlie on, because Charlie is, he's like a bolt of lightning from the bench, like a bolt of lightning. But obviously he's happy he's got a pretty large coaching staff to be in there and help with the boys and get them riled up here for the third, because they want to make a comeback here. We talked about this rivalry. It has been the Hilltoppers' favor for many, many, many seasons. Just 3 victories in the history of this for the Avalanche, and this is a pretty even game here we got going on tonight, so it could very easily turn at any moment.
Yeah, I think it could. It's just going to matter to goaltending, and the Hilltoppers have struggled in the third period throughout the season a little bit, so it'll be interesting to see how they react. I know the Avs struggled in the second, but didn't tonight, so you hope that from a Hilltoppers standpoint, you hope that they don't get that struggle. They're able to get over that hump and have a really strong third period. And you hope for the Avs to have a good, strong third period. You want a good quality game, and that's what this has turned out to be, is a good, hard-fought game.
Yeah, Avs have been outscored 10-5 in the third, and the Hilltoppers 10-6 in the third. So it'll be interesting to see how this all plays out. We got the third period coming up here from the Omni Center on the Cooley Region Sports Network. It's next.
Imagine if you could feel better and live healthier without drugs or surgery. What if we told you that at Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we can help you turn that thought into a reality for you and your family with safe, gentle, and effective chiropractic care? At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we focus on treating the whole person at one of our multiple locations, located in Southwest Wisconsin. We are a team of family-oriented chiropractors who offer our patients quality care as it relates to nutrition and weight loss, exercise, and living a healthy lifestyle. From newborns to seniors and everyone in between, all of our patients can experience the benefits of chiropractic care. Whether you're visiting us because you want to feel better, get out of pain, or even lose weight, we want you to know that you've come to the right place on your journey to wellness. Through tailored and specific care plans, we'll create the best treatment for your unique needs. And we don't stop there. We'll listen to your concerns and make you a partner in your care. At Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Centers, we don't just get you well, we'll help you stay well too. Discover the Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Center's difference.
At Ultra, we believe in financial health and that good habits start early. Learning how to save and spend responsibly can make a big difference in a child's life and yours. Give your child the independence they want with Ultra's Live Your Life Spend account. It's a free account designed for money-savvy teens and young adults with all the extra features you'll love. No minimum balance and no monthly fees, free online and mobile banking, plus cashback debit card rewards. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life.
Every time I go to Angelini's Pizzeria and Restaurante in Onalaska, I have a problem deciding on which menu items to order because they're all so amazing. I mean, how does one choose between Chicago stuffed pizza with that tangy tomato sauce and luscious cheese, or a deep dish pan pizza packed with flavor, or Angelini's thin crust pizza with that magical crunch, lasagna, risotto di pesce, lobster linguine, calamari. Man, this is tough. Hey, at least I know I'll finish the meal with cannolis. Angelini's Pizzeria and Restaurante on Highway 35 in Onalaska. You're invited to taste the difference.
Jake from State Farm. I would like to formally extend my gratitude for the Russell rate on my insurance.
Do you mean surprisingly great rates from State Farm?
I don't believe in accepting help, but I'll make an exception.
Here's the deal, Russell. There's no special rate. These prices are for everyone.
With the oak and the eagle as witness. Consider us square. I made that from memory. I know your face that well.
You want the real deal? Like a good neighbor? State Farm is there.
Call State Farm agent Kurt Paff in Onalaska at 608-783-1130.
At Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling, we've been serving the Coulee region for over 35 years, so we know what it takes to meet all your waste and recycling needs. Whether it's picking up the recycling at your local business or taking out the trash at home, we've got you covered. At Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling, we're at your disposal.
Rick and Tim back with you from the Omni Center in Onalaska, Wisconsin, as we get set for the third period of play. Back just in time, Tim, and this is a big third period. Both teams have had trouble in this period, but just one goal separating the two teams. Avalanche down 2-1, and they will start out with a brief power play for 51 seconds.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how they come out. Last period, the Avalanche came out a lot stronger, I thought, and scored right away, probably within the first minute of that period. So Hilltoppers have to be smart here. You get an opportunity to get the puck out of your zone, just get it deep, ice the puck, get it back to 5-on-5 hockey, and everything will work out.
So Gilbertson will be the center. The draw is won by the Hilltoppers. And Quinn Anderson flip dumps it. Gloved by Carter Hayes. Puts it to his stick and knocks it in with a backhand. Chases into the corner with Bass. He'll now continue to control the puck. Here's Hayes, one-handed. He stumbles, goes down to a knee, pops right back up. Killing some more time. Nice work by Hayes here on the kill. He'll continue to hold it. Finally dug loose is Gilbertson. Taps it ahead. Here's Brennan Dirks. Dirks with a lone goal for the Avalanche offsides as they skated in one extra little move as they were coming towards the line, and that's going to pull the draw back out with just 20 seconds left on the power play.
Well, not sure. I think that was Grady. I'm not sure what he's shaking his head at. Dirks made the play. He cut to the middle. Nothing Grady could do. I mean, it's not his fault at all.
No.
Dirks should have just stepped over the blue line, got it deep, and then we wouldn't have had that issue. They would have been outside.
He made one little extra move before he came to the blue line. Here's Dirks, centering pass. There's a shot by Gilbertson. Snatched out of the air there by Clement. Nice job. 10 seconds left. Gilbertson was almost ready to do his money dance. Just underway, third period. Avalanche power play coming to a close here, but they do have 10 seconds left. Here's Gilbertson again, throws it towards the net, blocked in front by Myrie. Here's Peyton Jones, rings it around to the near side. Now Tanner Bass, knocked into the corner, both teams at full strength. We're a minute into period number 3. Myrie Tapped it, left side, Browning. Knocked back, down back behind the net by the Avalanche. Rings around to the near wall, Brennan Dirks. And a line change here for the Avs. Hilltoppers stretch to the blue line. Browning looking ahead for Schuster. Schuster with a shot on net. Bresky to save. Rebound push just wide left. Schuster has a goal. And Peyton Jones has a goal.
Hilltoppers going to go on the power play. Too many men on the ice for the Avalanche.
And that went from a power play for the Avs, which they didn't get a whole lot going on, to now being on the penalty kill. And that's not what Coach Marshall wants to see here to start this third period.
No, I mean, it's one of those things where they just got caught again. Both teams have had opportunities and had too many men on the ice tonight. It was just at this point the Avalanche were the ones that got caught with it.
Christian McConaughey going to serve the penalty in the box. Face off down the Avalanche end. Hilltoppers on the power play. Here's Gus Winder with a high shot, and Bresky snatches it out of the air. Makes a stop. They'll drop it again. There's Gillette looking to win the draw here for Onalaska Lacrosse. Co-op with a 2-1 lead over the Avalanche. And again, Casey Kane tossed from the circle, and the Studi shows how they feel about it. Gus Weiner to Tillman, thrown towards the net, a little ping pong, couldn't get it through Bresky. Here's Gillette, hit there by Kane. On the other side, Grimslid gives it a ride up the wall, that'll kill some time. Weiner back. Left wing wall, dish there for Bryant, has to reach back to pick it up, now it's Hayes. Here's Carter Hayes into the zone. Hayes from the far circle. Stops. Puts it towards the slot. Out in front. They score! How about that setup right in front? And Thomas Bryant was on the other end of it. And the Hilltoppers take a 3-1 lead. And how about that power play?
Play was made by Carter Hayes, actually. It passes out to him in front of the net, and he just kind of gives it a no-look behind pass to Bryant right on the back door, which was a big goal for the Hilltoppers to take the 2-goal lead.
So a huge goal there for Bryant makes it 3-1 Hilltoppers. A 2-goal advantage, 14:46 left here in the third period. That pass stolen. Here's Tanner Bass with a shot blocker save made there by Clement. Carter Hayes picks up the assist, as you heard Tim say. Here's Peyton Jones battling. Cy Smith then gives it a ride. Now Schuster, centering pass, looking for Browning. Browning broken up there by Tanner Bass, and Jones followed it up, but they come in offsides.
Just one too many moves by Browning, trying to make something play, trying to kind of weave his way instead of just picking a side and taking the puck deep and getting it around the defenseman. He tries to do too much with it. Just get it on your stick and use your speed, use your strength, take the puck to net.
So for the Hilltoppers, Schuster now has 3 goals. Peyton Jones has 2 goals. And Thomas Bryant got his 4th of the season there. Weiner's waiting to get his stick back, and here he doesn't have it yet, and he goes to the wall without his stick, and Brennan Dirks gives him a shove from behind, and now the whistle. And a little pat on the back to Brennan Dirks afterwards. You're smiling.
Yeah, I'm smiling.
With no explanation. They would have known you were smiling if I didn't say it.
Yeah, you set me up.
That stretch for Bryant going to go all the way down, and Tanner Bass is going to win the race. Hilltoppers dig it off the wall. That was Noah Gillette. Pushed into the near corner. Tanner Bass picks it up for the Avs. Looking for Scrady, gets past his stick, and Karem's just wide of the net. Quinn Anderson. That's Myrie to Hayes. Knocked back to the near boards. Baranowski. Sent to the slot by Zimmerman, and Hilltoppers bank it all the way down. That'll be icing. With that pause there, somebody's going to be a big winner here, I think. And 50-50, but we'll thank Angelini's Pizzeria and Ristorante. You're invited to taste the difference. That shot on net and juggled and covered up. No, the puck wasn't loose. The Avalanche score. No whistle. Got to play to the finish. And they pull it from underneath Clement, and it's now a 3-2 hockey game.
Just didn't have it covered enough, and it just ended up squeaking in.
And it looks like that was Ethan Meyer who grabbed that puck from underneath. At least he's leading the pack there. I didn't actually see who it was that ripped it from underneath, but it was underneath. No whistle. And until you hear that whistle, you got to try to do something to cover it up.
You got to play to the whistles, especially in front of the net.
So now it's a 3-2 hockey game. Again, not pretty, but a goal nonetheless. There's Schuster. So Ethan Meyer will be his second of the season. There's McConaughey, pushed it back behind the net. Penalty coming up on Cy Smith. Here come the Hilltoppers with the penalties in the third period. And it was just not needed along the end wall, and he's going to get caught right in front of the officials.
Cross-check. Lucky it's not worse than that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
He does go into the boards, kind of funny, and be fortunate it's just a cross-check. As we talked about, you have to stay out of the penalty box. You cannot take those types of penalties in a one-goal game, especially in a rivalry like this.
Coach Podrick put his hands to his head, to his temple, and I think he just got a migraine on that. Here's a shot from deep. That one just knocked away by Clement. Now Gilbertson battling with Myrie in the corner. The Avs and Brennan Dirks from behind the net. Clement looking over each shoulder. That goes off the back of the net, picked up again by Dirks. That's flipped back to Tanner Bass, rips one. Oh, looking for the redirect. Gilbertson got his stick at the right place, just couldn't quite knock it the right direction. Bass whips it off the near boards. Picked up here by Baranowski, jumping into the zone. And chipped out by the Hilltoppers with a backhand. Bass will come back to get it. 12:07 and counting here in the third period. $1:13 left on the power play. Avs brought it back within one. Bryant left it there for Weiner, who takes some time to pull it back into his defensive zone to kill some time, then rips it perfectly into the corner. That's a great penalty kill rip. Avalanche turn it over in the neutral zone. Hilltoppers have been good on the penalty kill tonight. Struggled coming into tonight's game. Here's Bryant. He's got one. And Bryant playing some keep away. Oh, he put that right in the feet of a defender, and that's dangerous. But the Hilltoppers escape. Schuster, soft backhand. 22 seconds left on the power play. McConaughey takes it in left wing. Nice defensive play. That'll be cleared back just into the neutral zone.
Real nice play by Quinn.
Grimslid dumps it in. And that's going to just about extinguish the Avalanche power play. And that it comes to an end. Ethan Meyer took a huge hit along the near boards. Anderson playing tight D. Again, that comes in front. Oh, a big chance there. McConaughey lurking on the doorstep. Clement got a piece of it, but not all of it, and then he jumps out to get his glove on top of it.
Very fortunate. Hilltoppers leave a Avalanche forward wide open in front of the net. Nobody covering him, nobody in position to cover him. Very fortunate, and Clement makes a nice save to stop it. Very fortunate for the Hilltoppers. It's not a tied game.
10:42 left here, third period. 3-2, Hilltoppers lead. Shots are 24-19, though, in favor of the Avalanche Hockey Co-op. McConaughey to the slot, looking for Kane. A little bit off target, picked up by Schuster. Schuster looking for Browning at center. Kane takes it away. Here comes Kane into the zone, around Myrie. Kane still with a puck, puts it in front, and a great defensive play there in front by the Hilltoppers. It's sent down all the way. Gus Weiner, it is icing, but that was an excellent stop in front of the net.
Yeah, good decision by Gus just to get it out of the zone, take the ice, regroup, reset yourself for the next playtime. It's just one of those things where normally those guys aren't going to make that play. They're just going to toss it, and there's a turnover. Gus was fortunate. He got it through the defenseman all the way down the end of the ice.
Avalanche get the puck off the draw. Bass sends it down low. Gilbertson takes a shove from Gus Weiner. He'll still battle in the corner. Dirks comes in to help along with Noah Gillette for the Hilltoppers. Now it's Cy Smith. Smith can't clear, held in by Ian Bass. Bass lost it there and dragged it just outside the blue line and back in. Offsides with 10:01 left here in the third period.
It sounded a little bit like a broken record if you notice off that last defensive zone faceoff for the Hilltoppers. They end up winning it. The Avs win it, and all three forwards for the Hilltoppers go out to play somebody and leave everybody open down in the zone.
Here's Gilbertson taking the puck in. Dirks chasing as well, but in front, and the defense of Weiner was there again. That one fired wide, bounces into the corner, and the Hilltoppers will bank it off the left wing wall into the neutral zone. Tanner Bass comes back to get it. He stumbled for a brief moment as the Hilltoppers were coming hard on the forecheck with Matt Tillman, but it's going to be a penalty on Cy Smith again.
No, I think
he just get tossed?
No.
What does he do? What just happened there? Why is he going back to the bench like that?
He got checked hard and wasn't happy that he was hit hard, and
he's going out.
No, he's not kicked out of the game.
Okay, well why? Okay, so he's just going to where?
He's relieving some energy.
Ah, I see. Okay.
Walking off, maybe getting hit.
Okay.
You know, it's one of those things. You're going to get hit in the games. You're going to take some penalties. You're going to attract some attention when you're taking that many penalties against your opponents, and they're going to take a shot at you every now and then. That's just, if you're going to take those types of penalties, you got to be willing to get it back.
The teams are both at full strength there. The Avalanche on the attack. That gets past Dirks, held in by Tanner Bass. Bounces off a couple of players towards the slot, and now here they come up ice. Quinn Anderson takes it into the attack zone. Anderson on net, and Bresky makes the save.
Smart decision by Quinn. He didn't have a whole lot. He had a guy at least going to the net. You try to put it to the net and see what happens. Force the goaltender to make a save.
Our thanks to Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life. Also, CT Lawn Care and Snow Removal. They're a cut above the rest. Face off in the Avalanche end, 9:19 to play here. 3-2 lead for the Hilltoppers co-op.
Noah Gillette kind of just makes a blind behind the back pass. Really doesn't need to make that. A lot of the Hilltoppers are making those plays all night with their backhand and no look.
Baranowski in his defensive zone. Thomas Bryant trying to pluck it away, but Avalanche will chip it into the neutral zone. Tillman sent it across. They had to get on side, so not able to move forward. Noah Gillette back to pick it up at his own near circle. Hilltoppers. Dangles back behind his net, comes near side, drops it off to Bryant. Bryant then, soft dish, up ahead to Shafolius. Shafolius takes it into the zone. He'll send it to center. Gillette with a shot, batted away by Bresky. And Shafolius reaches back. Unable to get control the first time. Second time, sends it in off Baranowski towards the front of the net. Tap with a paddle by Bresky. 8:12 left here, third period. Avalanche down by 1. Puck thrown in by Matt Tillman. Baranowski for the Avalanche gets past the left point of Cy Smith, who's back out there. Gus Weiner flips it to the left wing wall. Avalanche sent it to the bottom of the circle, and Weiner gave it a ride back the other way. Ian Bass intercepted by Browning, sent towards the net, go off the end of the pad of Bresky, and then ripped wide. Haven't seen Peyton Jones in a long while.
I hadn't either.
There he is now. Yeah. Here's Peyton. Jones in left wing. Shot that one heavy and high off the glass. Here's Weiner. D-to-D pass there. Myrie got into the neutral zone. Comes back to Weiner at the blue line. Weiner derailed there by McConaughey. Hilltoppers dump it in. Bass. Soft dish to the wall to Meyer. Meyer ahead. Here's Kane. Kane and McConaughey. Here's Kane with a shot. He banked it off the post and just outside. And then a centering pass to Meyer, almost a chance. But that was so close to being a tie hockey game there.
Not sure what the Hilltopper defensemen, they both went to the guy without the puck.
Yeah.
Just not the communication you're looking for in a situation that's late in the game.
Here's Kane again. He's a sniper. Jones disrupts the play, but still inside the blue line, and they touch it off sides.
It should be automatic down. He knew he had guys up. So again, that should be all the way down. Coach Podrick is questioning that, which he should be.
And they're not moving it, but I agree. Yeah, he's trying to get him to know that it should be down the other side.
Yeah, it should be all the way down the zone. He knew he was offside.
They're looking for an explanation. They're not getting one. Look, he wants to be addressed by the officials, and they're not listening to him.
They're not going to. The captain's talking to him down here. Quinn's in charge, and
yeah, they're gonna have a sidebar on this because I think
it has to be all the way down. I mean, I don't know what they're thinking.
They're not changing it.
That's a horrible call.
6:35 left.
Wow.
And the Hilltoppers chip it to the near boards.
Coaches get more frustrated with missed icings and offside calls like that than they do anything else as a part of the game. It's just frustrating.
Oh, puck battle along the far wall. Held in. Baranowski now from the right point towards the net. There's a chip just wide on an opportunity for the Avalanche. Gilbertson wishes he had another shot at that one. And the Hilltoppers get icing, sending the puck into the Avalanche end. 6:07 left here in the third period. Howie's, you got just limited time left for the December burger of the month, the OMG burger. And then the sauce of the month, the game-changing garlic parmesan, and the cocktail of the month, the Peach Panther. Go to Howie's online. Find out more about those stellar choices as the Hilltoppers take it into the zone. Bryant to Noah Gillette. And now it's Brennan Dirks for the Avalanche. Back the other direction. And another whistle with 5:49 left here in the third. Hilltoppers clinging to a 3-2 lead. Our thanks to Slumberland Furniture. Design your way at Slumberland Furniture. And Gino's Chicago Beef and Hot Dogs. Chicago food with attitude. Avalanche win the draw, can't clear. Held in by Gus Weiner. Schuster battling along the boards. Gets some help from Peyton Jones. Jones off the wall. Jones, backhand shot, save Bresky. The Avs back the other way. Towards the net, easy save made by Clement. 5:26 left. The draw stays in the Hilltopper end.
Well, the team that's going to make the simple, easy plays at this point, I think, will end up winning this game. I know it's a one-goal game. Hilltopper's still on top. But if you look at that last situation, Hilltoppers, 3 forwards, all caught low. Can't do it. You've got to keep a third guy high at this point and not give up any odd man rushes.
In the corner, Cy Smith. Now McConaughey lost it. Now here's Peyton Jones. Jones dangling across the blue line. Peyton Jones, a low shot, stick save made by Bresky. Jones again, turnaround, fires wide. An opportunity there, good hustle by Peyton Jones. Here's Browning back behind the net, centering pass, and Kane was there, and he'll backhand it down all the way. Waving off the icing. Quinn Anderson to Cy Smith. Both teams getting changes going on here. Schuster, nice left wing dish. Here's Bryant from the left circle. Bryant is played by Baranowski. And the Avalanche try to clear, can't, held in by Cy. Here's Smith with a high shot, hit with a high stick. And I'm surprised that when he touched it, he was allowed to get that puck. Official was right there. Here's Baranowski. Clears that down all the way. Cy gets off for a change. 4:20 left here, third period. 3-2 Hilltoppers. Shots are even up at 24 apiece. What a hockey game. Physical play along the left wing wall. Gillette trying to shelter the puck. 4-man pile up. Scrady. Xander sends it across the line. Myrie, D-to-D pass to Weiner. Touch pass off the wall to Gillette. Bump from behind. And unfortunately, Maverick Ducharme not able to control it for long. Dumped in by the Hilltoppers. Tanner Bass back. Around one. Around 2, Tanner Bass. Left wing looking for Scrady. And it'll get past him. Weiner, soft dish along the end wall. Schafolius pushed it back behind his own net to the corner. Browning. Over the high stick extended by Ducharme. Back is the defense. Ian Bass. Touched by Zimmerman. Dumped in by Scrady. Gets off for a change. Here's Ducharme. A little give and go, but him and Tillman couldn't quite connect. Back the other way, Kane. Kane just missed once to tie this hockey game up. Drop back, Ian Bass. Bass, right side. Tanner Bass, shot and he score! I think that was redirected in front. The Avalanche making a 3-3 hockey game with just under 3 minutes left here in the third period. We've got a fantastic finish for you.
Either way, there was a delayed penalty on the play as well, so the Avs would have went on a power play here in the last 3 minutes of the game if that save would have been made. As of now, a tie game, and once again, it's a simple little thing. If you know, the Hilltoppers are bringing it up, and instead of getting the puck deep, they try stick handling at the offensive blue line, turn it over, it comes back down, and it's in the back of the net.
Tanner Bass, Ian Bass, the Basses, making Onalaska Luther proud in that sequence. And that puck almost went out of the rink. Also, it was Ethan Meyer that was out in front to redirect that puck into the net. So he's got 2 goals on the night. 3-3, 2:35 left. Hilltoppers will come back and get that puck. There was a penalty, as you heard Tim explain, but it's not a player off the ice after the goal. Here's a low shot by Weiner, juggled by Bresky, and he gets it on the glove. And the draw stays down to the Avalanche now with 2:21 left. A tie hockey game in front of a great crowd here at the Omni Center. Casey Kane comes in for the draw along with Noah Gillette. And it's won by the Hilltoppers. Cy Smith tried to wind up, hit bodies, then it was deflected to the far boards. And then Meyer pushes it ahead to Kane. Ahead now to McConaughey. He lost the handle on it, and here comes Bryant. Bryant takes it up right wing. Here's Thomas Bryant. He lost the handle, comes towards the net, just wide. Carter Hayes not able to direct it. Now it's Gillette. Gillette pushes it in front. Ping pong there and knocked away by the defense of Baranowski for the Avalanche to McConaughey. McConaughey hassled by Hayes from behind and then chopped into the neutral zone. Cy Smith. And as a player behind him, that's the hot Ethan Meyer, who has 2 goals tonight. Meyer with 2, Dirks with 1. Here's McConaughey, nice poke check by Weiner. Chance to the other way, caught on a line change. Here comes Schuster. He winds the slapper, he scores! Schuster buries it past Bresky with 1:28 left here in the third period. The windup, you never see anyone wind up for a slap shot from that range, and it worked.
Well, what worked was it was a perfect screenplay. Goalie didn't have a whole lot of chance. I don't think he saw it. It went right through or right to the side of the defenseman backing in, and there was not a lot he could do about it. It was just a really hard shot, and it was maybe 18 inches off the ice, which is another tough spot for the goalies to be in. The Avs get caught on a real bad line change, and that's the difference there.
Second of the night for Schuster, and it's now 4-3 with 1:28 left. Oh, who wants it more, Avalanche or Hilltoppers?
Well, once again, we talked about the simple things, the line change for the Avs, the turnover at the offensive blue line for the Hilltoppers. Those are the things that both these teams have to clean up if they're going to take the next step.
Fantastic finish for you thanks to Cooley Bank. Bank with confidence at Cooley Bank. Maury's Volkswagen Audi of La Crosse, moving life forward. And Cooley Golf Bowl Bar and Grill, the #1 recreational facility in Onalaska. All proud supporters of high school sports here on the Cooley Region Sports Network. So a little bit of a...
Well, my guess is, based on what I hear from Jerry and what Charlie's saying, is that shouldn't even been there. The Hilltoppers had too many men on the ice. They had the puck I think went off one of the skates of the Hilltoppers as he was climbing over the bench. Probably should have been stopped play with too many men on the ice.
I think we can, Tim, I think we can both agree that the crew has been a little off tonight. And I think the coaches have kind of had it.
Yeah, they're getting frustrated a little bit. There could have been a whole bunch of, like I said, there could have been multiple too many men on the ice for both teams tonight. They let them play.
But they've still called it twice.
Yep. That's must how bad the two were that they called, I would assume. But they were bad calls. It's just that they were that much too many men on the ice.
But what I'm saying is, we saw things that were just, there's just so obvious that you normally call them.
Right. There were many other things that could have been called as well.
And then there was the icing, the whole icing situation.
Right. But it also could have been called on both ways, right? Because you had one on the Hilltoppers, I think it was, who was it, Cy Smith or somebody just pounding on somebody down there, and then one on the Avs defenseman for just knocking the net off. There was nobody around.
I'm not arguing that it's for one side or the other. It's evenly bad.
Yeah, I would agree.
Evenly bad.
I would agree.
All right, 4-3, 1:28 left. Timeout. We're keeping it right here as get you this fantastic finish, and stick around for our post game. We'll wrap things up. Maybe an interview. We'll see. All right, meeting at the center circle. And you'll be watching Bresky because you get that puck with any sustained pressure, you're going to see him race to the bench. He's creeping out just a little bit. Quinn Anderson picks it up. Bresky still in the net, 1:16 and counting. Quinn Anderson to Browning. Pressured by Gilbertson. Lost it to Baranowski. Baranowski chips it ahead to Kane. Bresky creeping. Bresky racing to the bench. Empty net now here for the Avalanche. Here's Brennan Dirks with the puck. Dirks on net, saved there with a stick by Clement. Quick turnaround, Scrady hits a leg in the slot. Now Quinn Anderson and Kane converge on the puck. Held up by Baranowski. He'll shoot, tip just wide in the slot on a redirect attempt by Dirks. Now here's Dirks again, put to the right wing and nobody there. Here's tipped by the Avalanche, held in Gilbertson. Quinn Anderson can't get it out. And the Hilltoppers try using the end wall to do it. They will get it down all the way. That's going to be icing with 28 seconds left. They'll continue to keep Bresky on the bench with the extra skater. 26-25. The advantage in shots for the Hilltoppers by 1. Noah Gillette set to take the draw for the Hilltoppers. Gilbertson coming in for the Avalanche, trying to tie this hockey game up. Avs win, or I should say the Hilltoppers win the draw. Weiner just gets it outside the blue line. Here's a chance, wide open net. Here's Thomas Bryant, one-on-one. Soft little dish, and that's going to do it. The dagger. Thomas Bryant with another goal. 5-3 Hilltoppers, 20 seconds left here at the Omni Center.
Yeah, tough one for the Avalanche. They played a very, very competitive game, as did the Hilltoppers. Both two, I would say, fairly equal teams from what I've seen tonight.
Without question, hard-fought battle between these two teams, and the Hilltoppers look to be getting the first of 2 this season with their rival Avalanche Hockey Co-op. And here's Gillette again, out there for every draw here in the late going.
Well, the D-zone draw that he won before was pretty crucial.
It was. Puck in the corner, Avalanche have to get something on net quick. Sent down low by Baranowski. Myrie throws it back off the near boards. 3 seconds left, 2 seconds left. That's going to do it, folks. The Hilltoppers going to get their first victory of the season. And it's coming in a very, very good time. This was a hard-fought hockey game. No reason for the Avs to look down on themselves. Both teams made some mistakes, but they also capitalized on the other team's mistakes. So there's some good and there's some bad. But for the Hilltoppers, it's now a 1-4 season, and all they can do is keep looking to put more wins in the win column.
Yeah, I mean, it was a needed win for the Hilltoppers, one that they can be happy about going into the holidays. But on the other end, also knowing they've got a lot they can continue to work on to get better. And the same is true for the Avs. You know, they lose a tight, close game like this. Empty netter kind of seals it. But you know what? They played a very hard-fought game tonight.
Great hockey game in the handshake here. We, of course, have your CRSN post-game show, and I guess I want to keep it right here, Tim, because if we have a chance, I'm not sure if Mick's going to grab a player or if he's willing to talk to us about the win here tonight. The Evs, of course, put up a huge fight tonight. Charlie, I know that they need victories too. They're now 2-7, but it's.
Well, he may just forget about the interview, not on purpose. Which how many times did I do that too to you? Left you sitting there, and I either went to the locker room.
Well, we got
or
lots
did
of
something.
commercials, so if it doesn't happen, then it doesn't happen. But if he wants to grab somebody, I think there's a couple of big stars here tonight. I thought Thomas Bryant, you thought he might have a big game tonight. He ended up with 2 big goals, one of them an empty netter, but nonetheless, these guys got the monkey off their back tonight a little bit.
Yeah, now they can relax and head to practice and learn and do all those kinds of things, and know they have a good future ahead of them as far as competitive hockey is concerned.
Hey, Mix didn't forget the headset and microphone this time. I think he's going to grab it.
Yeah, that's good. That's good. He wants to talk a little bit.
I don't blame him.
Holy cow.
Absolutely. Why not, right? I mean, this is a big moment, and hoping to have a lot more of these moments is head coach Mick Podrick. And, Coach, congratulations on the victory here tonight. That was a hard-fought hockey game, and you guys got it done in the third period.
Yeah, we definitely needed that, no doubt about it. So it's good for the team to get the win, and we had some players really step up with some other players out, and just really happy to get the victory today.
And I see you've got Gavin Schuster there with you. He played a big role in tonight's victory. I rarely see a guy wind up for a slapper from that close, but the screen setup was great, and the shot was perfect, and it went in for the game winner.
Yeah, you wouldn't believe it, but I actually benched him for a little bit in the second period for overhandling the puck at the blue line, and then he comes out and responds with 2 goals. So that's what we need out of our upperclassmen, and he got it done. So.
That's one of those situations where, hey, what you did, some discipline there, paid the price, and he comes back out there and gets it done. And he's got to be pretty happy himself here tonight.
Yeah. Would you like to talk to him?
Absolutely. Let's give him the headset, and let's talk to Gavin here, because
right.
I appreciate you making time for us to do this.
Absolutely.
And obviously we want to get Gavin on here. All right, get the headset there. Gavin Schuster's got the fan club in the stands there. You may have heard. How do you like that? Is that your family right there?
Yeah, that's my dad and my sister.
He's just a little bit proud right now, right?
Yeah.
Tell us how you feel. Obviously, you wanted a victory here tonight, a big victory against a arch rival, and get that first W of the season. Now you got a taste of it. Talk about the moment where you took the puck up and you wound up for a slapper from that range.
That was probably the first slap shot I've ever taken in a real game, and luckily it went right in the right spot. So that's what happened there. It was good. I just broke my real stick. I was playing with my backup stick that I've never used before in a real game, so I might have to keep that one. So.
Yeah, right? It's a little bit of a lucky stick. We know there's a little mojos and all kinds of things in the hockey world. You know that, right?
Yeah.
Absolutely. So you get your first win. Obviously for you scoring 2 goals here tonight, that's excellent. But the win, talk about the win and what it means to you.
Well, first of all, obviously going in 0-4, we really needed something to just kickstart a turnaround in the season, especially against a team like Holman. I live in Holman. I know every single one of them on the team. I'm close with all of them. So it's even better to beat your hometown and all your friends that you grew up with playing every single day. And I definitely made the right choice of transferring to Anna.
There you go. You came out on the winning end, and congratulations, and best of luck the rest of the season. I hope to be talking to you again with a couple 2 goals.
Thank you.
All right.
Have a good night.
Gavin Schuster. Coach, you hand it back over to Coach here for just a second. We'll wrap things up. Because obviously you take it one game at a time, and you get the first W here, and you've got a lot more action coming up here. I think you guys got to bounce back and play another game against Baraboo Portage. That's tomorrow, isn't it?
Yeah, we play 3 games in 4 days here, so it's going to be that's what happens when you miss a week and a half with COVID. So.
Absolutely, and hopefully you'll get some good news with Colin, because obviously he was out, and you were out without Cam tonight. Both teams were missing players. That's this next guy up, but.
Yep. Yeah, we hope Colin's injury looks like it's not too severe, so hopefully we'll have him back maybe next game, or hopefully if not by Thursday.
Well, best of luck on this stretch here. We'll be following you. We don't have a broadcast here. You got something left, Tim?
Real simple question for you. How's it feel to put that headset on after you just took it off a sweaty player?
It's a little slimy around the ears, but you know what? If it's hard-working, game-winning sweat, then I guess I can handle it. So.
Absolutely, okay. It's worth it. It's worth putting it on. Coach, thanks for making time for us. Congrats on the win.
Absolutely, thank you.
All right, there he is, Mick Podrick, and he's got to be happy. And Gavin Schuster, obviously, very happy. 2 goals for him. Thomas Bryant with 2 goals. Peyton Jones with 1. Those are your Hilltopper scores. Brennan Dirks had a fantastic goal for the Avalanche tonight, and then I think it was Ethan Meyer who got the other 2 goals for the Avalanche tonight. So an excellent contest. We're going to take a break here and come back with more of your postgame. We'll kind of wrap things up here on the Coulee Region Sports Network.
It's raining again. You're trying to sleep upstairs, but you're thinking about what's going on down here. How is your sump pump doing? Is it still running? What will you find in the basement? At Every Plumbing, we want you to sleep with confidence during the heaviest of rains. Our double sump pump with controller system will give you that confidence. It minimizes wear and tear on pumps, and if one fails, there's always a backup. Call Every Plumbing today for a free estimate.
Noble Insurance Service, building strong relationships to secure your future. Whether you need homeowners insurance, auto insurance, life insurance, or commercial insurance, we work with a variety of companies. That ensures you get the protection you need. At Noble Insurance, we're committed to creating a partnership so that as your needs change, your coverage keeps pace. Call Noble Insurance Service and let's create a plan personalized just for you and your needs.
The big in-stock winter blowout sale is on at Slumberland Furniture. Get year-end savings on everything in stock. Over 20 different sofas in stock and ready to go. Over 50 accent chairs and recliners too. In-stock items can be in your home really fast, even just a few days in some areas. Plus, save an extra 30% off all clearance items in store. Huge store-wide savings. Everything is on sale and shipping is free. The big in-stock winter blowout at Slumberland Furniture.
Coulee Golf Bowl is the #1 recreation facility in Onalaska, but it's also a perfect place to watch the big game or stop in after a hard day's work to unwind with great food and drinks. Coulee Golf Bowl has you covered with an extensive menu, including great choices from apps to entrees and mouth-watering daily specials like burgers, tacos, prime rib, tenderloin tips, shrimp, fish, and roasted chicken are just a few of the daily specials. Coulee Golf Bowl Sports Bar and Grill. Visit them online at CooleyGB.com and sign up for their e-club to get special offers and promotions.
Do you feel the need to be free? Totally free checking, that is. Coulee Bank can satisfy that need. His free, her free, your free. Free means something different to everyone. Totally free means Coulee Bank has you covered. Free debit card, free online banking, free bill pay, free mobile banking, free e-statements, free interest checking, and a free gift when you open your account. Do you feel the need to be free? Totally free? Go to any Coulee Bank branch or CooleyBank.net for more information. Coulee Bank, member FDIC.
When you start craving the great taste of Chicago-style Italian beef, sausage, Vienna beef hot dogs, or off-the-spit gyros, or the new Italian sub sandwich packed with imported Italian lunch meat and provolone, it's time for you and 2-3 of your friends to hop in your ride and fill that crave with great Chicago food with attitude. Gino's Chicago Beef and Hot Dogs in Onalaska. You can also have Gino's delivered right to you through the Eat Street app and grab it. Gino's Chicago Beef and Hot Dogs. The real taste of Chicago.
Fall and winter are fast approaching, and CT Lawn Care and Snow Removal suggests you leave that fall cleanup and snow removal to them. CT Lawn Care and Snow Removal can provide all the services you need to make your neighbors green with lawn envy. Mowing, trimming, edging, landscaping, gutter cleaning, and they even work with Grace's Pet Waste Removal to be your complete lawn cleanup solution. Go to CT Lawn Care and Snow Removal on Facebook to get a free quote for your fall cleanup and snow removal needs, or give them a call at 608-792-2874. CT Lawn Care and Snow Removal, a cut above the rest.
Maureen's Volkswagen La Crosse is committed to enhancing both your buying and ownership experience. Your place where happiness matters in the Coulee region.
Our 2021 Volkswagen inventory includes the economical Jetta, the reliable Passat, the very popular Tiguan, the family-friendly Atlas, and the red-hot Atlas Crossbow.
On top of Maury's Buy Happy Promises, your new Volkswagen comes with a 4-year 50,000-mile warranty, a 5-year no-cost car net, and a 2-year no-cost maintenance.
Visit us at Maury's Volkswagen Lacrosse.
We are always working for a sustainable tomorrow. That's our promise. A promise doesn't change when things get tough. These are unprecedented times, and that promise of who we are and what we stand for can be seen on the faces of our 45,000 teammates. We could not be prouder of them as they continue to be there for our customers, for our communities, and for each other, today and tomorrow.
Welcome to the CRSN postgame show. Now, here's Rick Frankie.
Welcome to the CRSN postgame show. Rick Frankie and Tim Ebner in the media box perch. Hope you enjoyed our coverage here on the Coulee Region Sports Network. It was a thriller, and the Onalaska Lacrosse Hilltoppers Co-op come out on the winning end for the first time this season, winning the game against the Avalanche Hockey Co-op 5-3. And this is now the 10th straight victory for the Hilltoppers over the Avalanche, and they have had the advantage in the series, but this game could have very easily gone either direction, Tim. It was, a couple goals from Gavin Schuster, a couple goals from Thomas Bryant tonight, and Peyton Jones played a strong game. I thought Gus Weiner looked good on defense. Quinn Anderson played well defensively.
I got Ethan Meyer for the Avs scoring, having a couple goals tonight, so it was good.
Yeah.
Good competitive game all the way around, which is what you're looking for. You want to be competitive. You don't want to see the blowout games in those situations. So,
well, we hope you enjoyed our coverage. Again, we got girls basketball tomorrow. It is a 7 o'clock start. It'll be a 6:30 pregame. Scotty Grand and Tom Yashinsky. The A team will have the call, as I said, starting at 6:30 with the coaches show. And Coach Schmeling, I think Scotty got a play or two possibly. I'm not sure, but you're going to want to tune in 6:30 pregame for the girls basketball against the GET Redhawks. That's tomorrow. Again, 6:30 pregame, 7 o'clock tip-off from Onalaska High School here on the Coulee Region Sports Network. Our thanks to Jeff Ross on camera. Yes, that's the hat. That's Jeff's hat. And it doesn't have sweat all over it if somebody else was to put it on, like the headset that, well, we won't go back into that again. That was funny when you brought that up. But that's why you make the big bucks here at Coulee Region Sports Network, right, Tim?
I notice those little things.
You do notice those things. Thanks, as always, for providing the color commentary and the coaching lessons, because I'll tell you what, I mean, your insight of the game is fantastic. There's no way I could pay you enough for it. It's great to have, and I think there's people out there that enjoy watching a little hockey, a little high school hockey on a Monday night.
Yeah, they appreciate what you do, Rick, by doing these games, and it's a great broadcast for everybody to watch. And, it gives family members that are far away a chance to see a little bit better view of the game, hear some commentary, and not have to watch it on Live Barn.
There you go. Not that Live Barn's, it's a good thing that they have Live Barn.
Oh, it's a great thing they have, but it's a little different.
It's different. And I think people sometimes like to go back and watch the archive to see, what did they say about this? When that happened, what did those guys say about it? So I'm glad we're able to bring it to you, and it'll be girls high school basketball tomorrow. For Jeff Ross and Tim Ebner, I'm Rick Frankie. Good night now.
Onalaska High School Winter Athletics on the Coulee Region Sports Network have been delivered courtesy of these great local businesses. Kurt Paff State Farm Insurance Agency of Onalaska. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Chiropractic Place Family Wellness Center. Natural, gentle, and effective care. Big Al's Pizza, downtown La Crosse. Quality and tradition since 1979. Hilltopper Refuse and Recycling Service, La Crosse's leader in waste management solutions. Every Plumbing and Heating, proudly serving the La Crosse area since 1969. The Crow, burgers, bourbon, beer. Noble Insurance Service, building strong relationships to secure your future. Also by Howie's, La Crosse's hometown hangout. Waste Management, always working for a sustainable tomorrow. Angelini's Pizzeria and Ristorante. You're invited to taste the difference. Ultra Federal Credit Union, helping you live your best life. CT Lawn Care and Snow Removal, a cut above the rest. Slumberland Furniture, design your way at Slumberland Furniture. Gino's Chicago Beef and Hot Dogs, Chicago food with attitude. Cooley Bank, bank with confidence at Cooley Bank. Cooley Golf Bowl Bar and Grill, the #1 recreational facility in Onalaska. And by Maury's Volkswagen Audi of La Crosse, moving life forward. Please subscribe to CRSN on YouTube. And don't forget to click on the bell to get immediate notifications whenever we go live anywhere. Also, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter and Instagram to see highlights from games. Cooley Region Sports Network. Live, local, and anywhere you can get the World Wide Web. CRSN.